Everyone, welcome to another Mohawk stream. This is a community tournament match between Klass koalas. And yet again, I forgot to mute my stream. Right, okay, sorry about that. So yes, we have a community tournament game between Klass koalas and Kiriyama. Kiriyama has picked Hatti already and started their first turn. Looks like they have promoted their warrior. Oh, steadfast. Okay, we have another foreign language player, so a little bit of fun with that. But yeah, a little bit of scouting, and we've got a traders, Hatti traders start by the look of it, and Kiriyama is going for Hatti. We have one English speaker here, and we have another traders. So we've got a Hatti versus Hatti situation? Is that right? If we've not got unique nations on by the looks of it. Okay. Yes, we've got allowed duplicates on. So they have both gone for Hatti. Well, this should be interesting. Our first allowed duplicates.
I can't hear you on the Discord.
Yes, I am set to broadcast only when push to talk. Let me change that. That would be better.
Yes.
Okie dokie, hopefully that's sorted then. So, yes, they're playing simultaneous at the moment. We have just got, looks like we've got a limit on that, just simultaneous turns. It's a tiny, wide continent map. And
Tiny wide. I love that. That's going to be a long game.
Wow.
And
it's it could have been longer. They were talking about playing Archipelago for a while, so yeah,
Archipelago.
That would have been interesting. But
I would have loved to seen that.
Well, maybe at some point, but yeah, that would have been a very long game. But anyway, yes, we've got a mirror map. Otherwise, pretty standard settings. I think no turn timer. Yeah, year one, bit of scouting. We've got a general on the first leader here. It's the king. He's gone for a steadfast schemer. It's Klass, as opposed to Kiriyama's commander. Like a robust commander to me. Interesting.
Can you DM me the password for the observer?
Oh, yeah, it's 123. Yes, if anyone else wishes to observe in game, then feel free. Yes, the password is 123.
Just take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Nizar. I'm going to be commentating with fluffybunny, who is an amazing player and definitely going to be the final raid boss for this tournament. And I am so scared to face you.
Well, we'll see about that. I don't know. There's some very, very skilled players in this tournament. I've been in a big fish in a little pond for a while, but yeah, we've got a lot of good people playing these days, so we shall see. Alright.
I'm curious about the choice of going a schemer steadfast on Hatti. I have not seen that honestly before. Most people go for schemer, educated, just purely for the highest amount of wisdom. So we'll see how that pan out. For, as you mentioned, for Kiriyama, he's going for a commander with something.
Yeah, so we've got a robust commander for Kiriyama, which is yeah, interesting choice.
Okay. Both, and this is mirrored, correct? Yes,
yes,
it is.
It's a mirrored map, indeed.
Now they both started with a trader. They went both double Hatti. That's gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah, unusual to see duplicate nations. We generally have it turned off, but I don't see why not if people want to do it.
I wonder if they agreed on it.
I think there was
I'm curious about.
perhaps a little bit of confusion about the settings generally, but we're here. Good. So what's happening? So yes, I can't call them Hatti and Hatti, can I? It's going to make it more complicated for commenting. But Klass and Kiriyama. Klass is
Yes.
starting
On
on
the left.
the attacks already, so he's going to clear that camp before it respawns. Kiriyama is also going to
Doing
clear,
the same thing.
yeah.
Going for the top side.
He's got he's got a steadfast promotion when he's starting unit. That's why he's clearing faster. Whereas
The question that I will have for this situation is, what are going to be their second city? What family are they going to go for?
let's have a
Because that's
look.
going to
What
make a huge
options have we got?
difference.
We've got riders, landowners, patrons, and traders. Let's have a look. So, assuming they clear the second city up here, this would be another nice trader city, to be honest. They've got a lot of salt as well.
And there's crabs, so
Yeah,
there is
the luxuries.
no other choice, in my opinion, to go for other than those traders. I'm not seeing anything for patrons, so don't think we're gonna see patrons. Still haven't seen it this tournament.
Yeah, it doesn't look super tempting, I have to admit. But yeah, lots of luxuries. So yeah, looking at the map, so we've got a mirror down the middle here with 3 sites in the middle. We've got an interesting little mountain, I don't know what you call that,
Wow.
alcove at the bottom.
They have ancient ruins enabled.
Yes, they do have ancient ruins enabled as well. Yes, that's very true. So that should be potentially a bit of swing as well. Let's see what else is happening over here. More scouting.
Alright, we got Spooked Wheel popping up for Koala. Kiriyama is going for Stonecar.
Scientific says ruins will advantage the schemer. Yes, probably so. If he is indeed actually buying orders. Let's see it. Oh, he has used it 3 times already. He's bought 10 orders for 2 legitimacy. So he's taking heavy advantage of that scheme ability. Good to see. So we've cleared the first camp and popped back for a quick heal. Imagine they're possibly, well, probably the barbarians. Yeah, the barbarian camp here seems the next logical choice. So yeah, this top section of the map is walled off by mountains and a choke here, as is the bottom section of the map. So it is quite an interesting map. It's going to be quite heavily focused on this middle row here, I would imagine.
Yes, that middle area is definitely going to be a really good fighting ground. The question is, are they going to find the middle between those 2 cities, or are they going to fight, or is one of them going to take both cities? That's my real question on this one. And I'm not seeing a clear advantage for anyone yet.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, if someone can claim both these middle sites, that's going to be quite a nice advantage. It'll be very hard to pass through without capping over them, and they're both fairly easily defendable.
We have our first city for Kiriyama. He went with landowners, and he is popping a warrior out of it. He's also getting a second settler. I would like to think of this map as a type of quadrant. You have the outer quadrant, which is very protected. Koala is opting for a settler in his second trader city. He went for a trader.
Interesting. Hello, Pilipar. Stream. So yeah, I must admit, I would have been tempted to go second trader here as well, but landowner is also a nice choice, I think. He's settled inland here, yeah.
Yeah, inland. And he doesn't have any access to any nets. So going for a trader, can you talk a little bit about why you would go for a trader in that scenario?
In the on the coastal city, just because the nets are there, I think I would be very
Yes,
tempted
you
to
would
get
go
the
for
double
that.
crabs. On the inland city, certainly landowners makes more sense there. I imagine we'll want to see some riders at some point. So landowners on this inland city lets you grab the horses from expansion anyway. So probably riders on the barbarian camp by the mountains here would make more sense. So this mountain range completely blocks it off. There's a one tile choke to get into the heartland of both players. That's interesting. Definitely quite a lot of good choke points here. So
Well, I
Klass
got the
has got
event,
an ambition event. What did he pick? 5 workers.
and I believe Kiriyama also got the same ambition. I don't read Russian. I think this is Russian, right?
Yes, I would guess so. I am not sure either, but yes, it does look rather like a 5 workers, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Interestingly,
sure.
Klass got an event that pillaged his nets, which is a little irritating this early in the game, but just a one turn delay for him. I see the other worker there. Could be a long game, says Scientific. I don't know. I mean, it could be, but I think they have
That
potential
would
to charge down the middle.
actually be upgrade a unit 5 times up to the translator that I have been running.
Oh, good lord, well done. Excellent work. Okay, so promote unit 5 times. Alrighty. So, yeah, warrior settler here and classes. That's doing settler. Yeah, he's already got 2 warriors. He must have got a free warrior from one of those ruins. It's of course the advantage of having ruins on and a schemer leader with all the orders is he can zoom around grabbing all of those. Although he has missed one at the back here. If there are many more ruins for them to grab, yes, there's one down in this section here, one in the bottom middle. Didn't get mirrored over this side. Yeah, it's not too many ruins left now. But yeah, double warrior already and double settler. That's, I'd say, a strong start for Klass. It's expanding fast. And still lots of lovely nets resources to improve.
Interestingly enough, Kiriyama, although he started as a commander, he opted to put his commander as a governor with robust, rather than put him in the field. On the field, he put a hero
Interesting.
who and upgraded his unit to steadfast.
To be fair, Commander is a lot better when you have 2 units. So while he's only got 1 unit, he doesn't really get much benefit from it. So a hero is quite good for clearing because you can heal as you go rather than having to go back to territory. So I don't hate that. I imagine we'll hopefully see the Commander pop out in a little bit later when he gets his 2nd unit out. So what has he just researched? Stone cutting, I think, was his first choice. He's just grabbed that. Yeah, we'll see what he's going for next. Not a huge amount of science. It's 11 to 28. Wow, that's quite a science difference there.
That's a huge difference.
The
That's gonna hurt.
King giving him 6. He's got a court scholar and a 5 wisdom schemer wife. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I think a Spoked Wheel Rush could see this game end very quickly, actually, if Kiriyama is not prepared for it.
What I learned from this tournament is that science advantage is great as long as you actually use it. We have seen so many matches where someone has a huge science advantage and then they end up losing because they didn't really well utilize it. So I am curious to see if would be the first person to have a huge size advantage and actually utilize it to the point where they stump curb their enemy.
Yeah, that would be good to see. Science is great, but yes, you do have to use it.
Kiriyama opted for labor force, and he had the choices of drama and the one that gives you Hamlets, which is, it says policy in the translator. And yes, the language is Russian. I can confirm.
Okay, good to know.
And the fourth one was the opportunity to get 200 food.
So yeah, Labour Force possibly going for a 4-law play, possibly just trying to get to serfdom, possibly just trying to get to phalanx to counter a possible chariot rush, which is would be a good foresight if that is indeed the case. But yeah, just getting up to laws would be good, of course. See any so far? We are only turn 10. Commander wouldn't be your first choice for a starting leader, says Cyan. Well, if you're expecting very early combat, then as soon as you get 2 units, which we saw in the Corset cycle game yesterday, Commander can be absolutely devastating with that 100% flanking bonus. So it's got something to recommend it to.
I definitely concur with you on nations that start with champions, having a militia with the start, with a commander. You can clear these camps in like 2 turns, 2 years maximum. You can just clear it out within a second.
Right, that is a good point. It's a good synergy with champions indeed.
Interestingly speaking, Kiriyama is actually attacking the one of the barbarian camps. He's on a hill, but he's attacking through the river. I don't think he's noticing that.
Oof, that's a little bit unfortunate. Although, I guess he can still clear it in 3 turns as long as he moves around the river at one point. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe he didn't have enough movement to get over the river this turn.
He can move to the left, which gives him the hill advantage, which he has the upgrade for it. And he opts to not do that yet.
Yes. Okay. Well, he can still clear the net camp the following turn, and I guess he is going to probably take an attack from the other barbarian as well. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. He's still going to clear it quite easily. The barbarian does have to attack across the river here, so that is some advantage as well. I think as long as he takes the final attack and doesn't spend an extra turn clearing it, that's fine.
Alright, the third city for Kiriyama has been done, and he goes for patrons.
Wow.
We finally see the patrons.
And we're seeing a wonder as well.
Wow.
That is the Oracle. Yeah. Oracle.
That is awesome. That is great. The question is, what is he going to do with these patrons? Because there's no precious resources to be used in that city that he's in. Personally, I would have preferred traders on that city purely for the crabs, but he might have a plan in mind that we're not seeing. He's starting with a worker on the city at the moment. 3 turns till a warrior pops up. He needs to put something in his capital to produce.
Interesting that we saw Kiriyama actually out-expand Klass. He's up to 3 cities first. Klass has got his settler out, but I guess he's choosing not to settle the 3 city site and going for one of these 2 first, which makes absolute sense. Just put him a little bit further behind, but he has still got 2 settlers coming out, whereas I don't know what Kiriyama's building. But a warrior, a worker, and a worker, yeah. So Kiriyama's not going to be doing any more expanding in the immediate future. So Klass is definitely going to beat Kiriyama to his 4th and his 5th city.
And Kiriyama does not move around the river to clear the site immediately. He opts to stay where he is.
Unfortunate, yes. Oh well, that's a shame. Yeah, quick settings review for newbies. So we've got Normal tribes, double fatigue. It's a tiny, wide continent. They're just playing on simultaneous turns at the moment. No turn timer. We've got customised leaders. We've got allowed duplicate nations, which is unusual. Both players are playing Hatti, but it is a mirror map. Right. Calamities are on.
Koala has finished. Oh, good question. What calamity
I
is that?
don't see the calamity setting. You have got Wrath of Gods enabled. Am I being blind? Someone else see it and I can't? Doesn't seem to be there.
I do not see it either.
Ah, okay. Not sure what's going on there.
Interesting.
Hello, Token4X. Welcome to the stream. And
So,
Aaron and Mojo.
Hooked Wheel is finished for Koala. He has 4 choices between Trapping, Divination, Free Worker, and Food Boost. Curious what he goes with here. I think the Worker would be nice, and he does go for the Worker.
Yeah, I was going to say that would be my choice in this situation. With only one worker and heavily focused on expansion, he's got all that science. It's definitely a good use of science in this situation, I think. Get a little bit more development going. But yeah, I do like this this heavy settler rush. He's going to have 5 cities out in 6 or 7 turns, and it's going to be really nice. Solid base. Plus, he's got spoked wheel. He doesn't have any horses yet, so he's going to be reliant on this second city with the horses here or the riders. So I imagine we're going to see riders probably settle next. We shall see. Let's catch up with Kiriyama. Still just waiting for early Oracle. That's interesting. I guess that's the trader cash, although actually all of the trader resources are just food. So I imagine he must have sold quite a bit of food to afford the Oracle. Maybe he went for Stone Boost. Stone Boost.
He did not go, interestingly enough. He did not opt for the research for the food boost. So, but he does have 58 food per turn coming in. So he definitely sold some of that to actually go for it.
Yeah, makes sense. Klass has met the Danes and immediately declared wars. We've got 3 wars. Of course, he is a schemer, so he's getting orders per war for that. It's boosting him up quite nicely. He's up to 11 orders a turn. What's Kiriyama on? 12. Kiriyama's got 12. Is he getting? Oh, of course, he's got his robust leader, which is flat.
Alright, 1 turn till his warrior pop up from Pershanda. I forgot the thing. Let's take a look at the wonders that are in the game, if we can, for a moment for the stream. We have some interesting wonders.
Well, the Colosseum and the Heliopolis are both in the game, so if it goes that long, which I don't think any of the games have gone that long so far, they're both solid pickups. Gerald Bacall, nolegskitten's favourite wonder. Lighthouse would be quite nice. That's a nice boost to all these net resources. So that's definitely one I'd be eyeing here. And a couple of religious wonders. Plus German could be quite good too, although they probably don't really need German for the food, certainly, as they're getting food from all their trader nets. But the science from the free farmers might be nice. Hello, Carparker76, welcome to the stream. Stopping by to say fun game for 750 hours played, almost all co-op with friends. That's awesome to hear. Great to see people enjoying the game in different ways, and yeah, co-op definitely works well in Old World, so great to hear it.
Curiously enough, the Oracle, for it to do its full potential, you kind of need a holy city for it to give you that free agent network. In 8 turns, I don't think there's going to be a holy city popping up, so he will not utilize that free agent network. I personally would have went for the Ziggurat. Ziggurat.
Ziggurat is nice, although that also requires you need a holy city to build it, so we would have needed a holy city in the first place. Yeah, it's not a bad one, certainly. I quite like the attire if you're going for religion, but again, you need a religion to utilise it.
So many wonders with religion requirement.
There's a few certainly. So we're seeing the free heavy chariot on Klass already, so that's going to be an awesome start for him. It's going to make him very dangerous. He's got 2 warriors, I presume. Has Kiriyama's second warriors just popped out this turn. So he'll have no problem clearing this site and healing up again, so it shouldn't actually delay him too much that extra turn he took to clear this site, because these guys are just not doing very much damage to him. And he's got the hero, so he can just heal it back up again.
Another free warrior for Koala. He is having a good day right now.
Yeah, just going back to he's bought orders 10 times now. So he's gotten 100 extra orders already for the cost of 20 legitimacy. That is insane. In 14 turns, he's absolutely burning his legitimacy. Now that could potentially be a trap. He could end up with very low legitimacy. But yeah, obviously, if he can translate that into free warriors and extra goodies, then that helps, as well as getting the exploration cognomens. Yeah, he's got the explorer cognomen, so that's a benefit of that. So he's getting more legitimacy from that as well. So I'd say this looks like a very, very aggressive rush game from Klass to me. I think this is going to be a short game.
Right now I'm thinking is, okay, I have a heavy chariot, the replace family, throw in a general at it.
Strike promotion.
And just rush it down the lane. Just throw it at him, start burning his stuff, start killing his workers. What is he gonna do about it? Hit you with warriors?
Yeah, I mean, you certainly could do that, and I think he'd find it hard to resist, especially with all the extra orders. I think a more, sustainable play would be to clear all the camps down the middle as you go and settle them as well, rather than heading straight for a kill. Bearing in mind, of course, that Klass is at war with all these tribes, so if he just runs all his people past them, he's going to be taking attacks from there as well. So I think clearing this and settling would make sense, but he is in a very good position to do that. He's going for another settler, so he's just building settlers. I think that's literally all he has built all game is settlers, which is amazing to see. This is a very, very focused expansion play. And I'm quite impressed so far with Klass's performance. He's doing very well.
Let's take a quick look at Kiriyama. He finally popped out his warrior. He switched the leader from commander to a diplomat through an event.
Wow.
Now that is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if he can translate that into Tribal Alliance, that would be nice. He's got peace with the Danes and reasonable opinion with them and the Scythians. So, I guess a Danish alliance or maybe a Scythian alliance could be quite useful. Not sure how well it's going to do against a heavy chariot, but it's something.
He is at peace already with those Danes. He has the opportunity and the option for an alliance.
Yes, in fact.
And he can control them himself.
Yeah, because all he needs, in fact, is he'll have enough training next turn. So, in fact, he can offer them an alliance next turn, the Danes.
Now, that would be a strategy that I have not seen before, for sure.
Would be a nice, if nothing else, it'd be a nice bit of extra vision. He'd get a heads up on what Klass is doing.
We got riders for the third city for Koala.
Alright, as expected, yeah. He's probably going to be pumping out some Shuttle-borne chariots there. Possibly heavy chariots.
Realized it's a very important thing.
What did you realise?
Kiriyama did not go for riders.
Oh, indeed, yes.
He went for full economy.
Yeah.
How is that going to translate to the game?
It is interesting because I don't know how well he'll be able to defend this side. But, there is a reasonable choke here, but there's an amazing choke here. So if he gets a couple of forts behind this choke, expands his landowner seats, buys the tiles out here, gets some forts up in that choke and behind it as well, that is actually going to be insanely hard to push through, even with a unit advantage in a heavy chariot. That's yeah, it's going to be tough. So I'd love to see that. I'd love to see him buying out the tiles and choking up this this point here. I mean, obviously, just staying behind the mountains on 3 cities is going to be a disadvantage. But if he can develop economically well enough, then that might work. Oh, he is going for a settler, so he is obviously going to try and expand further out. But yeah, if he gets pushed back, then he might just be able to hold it.
I'm looking at it. He can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can have 7 cities under a choke point, and it would be impenetrable. If we look at the bottom right of the map,
right?
Those are the. If we go down,
yeah.
There we go. Those areas, all of them, the Scythians at the bottom, the Numidians at the bottom. He can choke out all of these points, and he can let him have the other cities. You know, that's fine. But
yeah, there's
he can go for that point victory.
Another decent choke point by the Adriatic Sea here. Yeah, so we could block him off here and between these mountains. Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. The early wonder perhaps he's going to try Russian culture to win the legendary race. Yeah, maybe.
He sees part of it. If we look at the hourglass top left, we can see what he has already explored.
Yeah, so...
And that is the wrong lead. Yep.
Yeah, so not so much for Kiriyama. He sees a bit of the middle so far. Yeah, getting that alliance would be really nice to, just to expand his vision of what's going on. Love to see that. He has spent a bit of training on something by the look of it. I guess that's probably a promotion for the second warrior? No?
No, he just rushed the unit.
Oh, he's got another promotion on the first warrior.
That was a long time ago.
He already had that. Okay, I don't know what he just spent 100 training on then.
He pushed the second warrior from that city site up top.
Force march.
All the way down. Right. And yes, force march, sorry. And he is attacking that barbarian through a river again. So he would have killed the... Yes, he would have killed it if he didn't attack through the river.
Right, yeah, this is not looking ideal here. I suspect Kiriyama's possibly a newer player. Certainly new to MP at least. So there might be a bit of a skill difference here.
I hope that after this game, whether he wins or loses, that if he knows English to watch this and learn a little bit more about these small little mistakes, because against AI, you can get away with these mistakes, but against an actual player, someone like Koala, who, looking at his performance, is pretty strong, you're not going to get away with these mistakes. You just won't. But he is almost there to see the chariot. The chariot is almost within range of that scout.
He must... Oh, wow, he can't see it, yes, but I imagine he will see it as soon as it starts attacking the Gauls. You would have... Yeah. I'm surprised that scout doesn't see further, to be honest, but I guess he will move that up soon. It looks like Hatti... Yeah. So, I say Hatti. Kiriyama has been doing a little bit of chopping. He's on 167 wood. Wow, look at Klass's wood stockpile though. That is a lot of chopping he's been doing. Again, with these, he's been utilising these extra orders. That's a great synergy for Hatti, because all of their units can chop forests. So with his extra 10 orders a turn, he can just absolutely devastate these forests to get a huge wood advantage. It's very rich now, Klass. Despite the fact he's not built a mine and he's only got... In fact, no, he's built no mines or quarries. The only improvements he's got are nets and 1 pasture. Yeah. Wild, but yeah, again, only 2 workers, of course. 2 settlers coming out. They have met each other now.
labor force is done for Kiriyama. I'm wondering what he's gonna go next. He has a free worker, he has divination. He has the one that, not sure which one that is. He has spoked wheel as an opportunity. Not sure what is the third one. I'm about to find out.
So you've got divination, free
Through
worker,
Google Translate.
rhetoric, and spooked wheel. The options there.
Yes.
So yeah, what would he go for? Maybe divination, I guess, is the econ play. Get his get some religion going would be good. I don't think he needs the free worker. Like, he's got free workers already, so probably that's, with his limited science rate, does make a lot of sense. He has adopted a law. What law did he go for? Switch back to look. Was active. He went for freedom. Okay. So again, he's going for a expansionist play that will make all his settlers and workers faster, yet he's building another worker in his patron seat. So very much focusing on his economy and a slow build-up. Whereas Klass is very much focusing on fast expansion and, yeah, just grabbing everything he can with all his extra orders. He's doing a good job of already. So the heavy chariot has cleared up a couple of ghoul units already. That ghoul site there is not going to last long.
Kiriyama still
Devastating.
doesn't see it.
Devastating early heavy chariot with the leader as well. Not that the leader is doing much for that unit, but it is giving him steadfast, which is obviously helping clear, plus 21% crit chance.
He can clear that site in 2 hits.
Yeah, no problem at all. And let's see, we've still got settlers slugging their way down. Yeah, just the 14 uses of buy orders in 17 turns. That is...
Wow, he does not care.
Dedication. That is dedication. Well, I mean, this is really interesting though, isn't it? Because Klass has a huge early advantage from that. But he does need to translate that into actually winning the game early now, because that's going to hurt later on. All that legitimacy penalty.
I want to take another quick moment. If we look up north, we have a Byreme already for Kiriyama. It is moving to the top right. More left.
Oh wow, yeah, I see. Interesting.
It is moving. He can actually stunt the economy of food for koala. That is actually something he can do, and Kiriyama has no answer for it. None whatsoever.
Okay. Yes, that is... It's a little bit confusing with the duplicate nations because we're switching colours whenever we look. But yeah, that is a Kiriyama Byreme, so he's going for Klass. Yes, he can pillage all of Klass's nets, and that would be very devastating. Presumably that must have been a free Byreme from an event, because Kiriyama doesn't have navigation as yet. So yeah, nice choice, I'd say. He could definitely, if he knows what he's doing, he could definitely do some good work with that. He's got amphibious on it as well, so he could even do some good damage attacking your command units with it.
That is brutal.
What I wouldn't like to see is a repeat of the game where the boat just sails up to the capital and then sits there doing nothing. That was amazing. Not sure what was going on there. Alright, yeah, so Chariot's taking the first attack against the ghoul site there. We've got patrons down here as well, so Klass has also settled patrons, again without any precious resources available.
It's something.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but it's... What else does it get him? It gets him even more civics, culture, happiness per culture event, and a luxury. I mean, the luxury, I suppose, is a little bit helpful for perhaps putting in the rider's seat to get that up to developing, so he can eventually start building heavy chariots there, because he's getting 0 culture in his rider's seat at the moment. But yeah, we'll have to see what, if anything, he does with that literature. Yeah, I think I would have preferred to see landowners here. This seems like a better spot. Could usefully buy tiles into the south here and get these farms online.
Kiriyama is having his fourth city almost up and running. Koala already has a fourth city and heading towards a fifth city. He is slowing down. He's not slowing down on that settler production? He has. Oh wow. He has three, two. He has 4 settlers upcoming. 2 already spawned. 2 already coming up. One of them is in 2 turns.
Yeah,
And that's a critical that he'd not even need.
Kiriyama
Kiriyama sees right now the heavy chariot. I'm sorry, is it a heavy chariot?
It is a heavy chariot. Yes.
It is a heavy chariot.
If he ought to be scared at this point, I would imagine. They are similar strength, mind you, but not necessarily matters when you've got a heavy chariot crit routing their way through your army.
Whose map pick was it?
This was Klass's map pick.
Klass's map pick. Interesting.
Yes.
I would have assumed it would have been Kiriyama, because of the way his opener is, especially with the full economy build.
Yes, I think this is possibly why Kiriyama wanted a more. Kiriyama was keen on archipelago maps, so I think he wanted a more econ, hands-off early game. But that's not what we ended up with. So yeah, one consequence, of course, with having duplicate nations on is the nation pick choice is kind of irrelevant. Who goes first then if you can both pick the same nation? So that is perhaps not quite ideal, but we'll see how it plays out. It's interesting to see a duplicate nation matchup, I think. Especially on a mirror map as well, because then both sides have equal opportunities. Yeah, I think Klass is making better use of them at the moment. He's got an event active here. No, he's already decided what that is.
Enough.
Got some money.
Koala is heading for navigation. One more turn, he's probably going to go for serfdom. While Kiriyama is going for divination. So he's going to secure the religion, or the pagan religion specifically, for himself.
Yeah, again, I think that's probably more just an econ play. He's going to get some of his good shrines up. And, get religion going. And just developing this economy. So this site is being played here.
Dancer thinking 42-man schemer versus diplomat. It started as a schemer versus commander, and then it switched. He switched it from a commander to a diplomat, which is a very, to me, a questionable move. But maybe he's seeing something that I'm not, and I'm hoping that he brings something online with that diplomat.
Well, he does still have the opportunity for a Danish alliance. He has the training now. He has the peace and the plea of opinion, so he could hit that button and get a tribal alliance with the Danes in 2 turns very easily. How much good that will do him at this point? He gets vision on it. Interesting. He's Kiriyama's anchored his Byrie over to the north side of that. So I don't know if he's planning on declaring war on the Danes and taking them out, or I guess if he gets an alliance, he could just settle there. That would be quite a nice play, that to get a little bit of extra expansion. But again, we do want to see that alliance. He has spent the training. It looks like that is the alliance mission going, I think. Yeah, so he's going for an alliance. Nice.
Yes, I love it. That is awesome.
First tribal alliance for the tournament, I think, maybe?
Yes, it is the first alliance. Yes, that is correct.
Alright, well, he's making some use of the diplomat. That's good to see. What is Klass up to? So he's cleared this site. He's got another rider city down here. He's actually building a worker for a change. He's got a flood that's completely locked off the north and south flows of the map here.
Bye-bye, settler. It has been a pleasure. He might be forced to settle his free city site now, or he can wait it out a little bit.
He's not going for it. Yeah, I mean, it just depends how long the flood lasts. Of course, it might be your next turn. It might hang around for another couple of turns. So, yeah, I think I probably would have settled the free site myself in this situation, but I guess he... Yeah, of course, he's getting a one-turn settler out of Connect, so I don't think there's any benefit to him having pushed that trade settler forward there. He could have just settled his free site. He's not going to settle this site any quicker. Put the heavy chariot on. And he doesn't have any more sites cleared at the moment. And that won't stay the situation for long. Just a few Danish sites. There are at least 3 Danish sites. We've got the 2 in the middle here, plus the 1 at the top. I think that is all. In fact, I guess we could look. But yeah, 3 Danish sites. So yeah, it's not going to be a huge power spike for him, but it will give him a bit of visibility. It will give him the ability to settle on this site for money, which he has. Let's check change to the right person. He doesn't actually have that much money, but he can sell some food, so he could settle here. See, Klass's scout sees the anchor byrene now, so he is aware that there's a boat.
He does not. Oh yes, he sees the circle.
Yeah, he has visibility.
Going on over there.
Yeah, he should know that. What's the legitimacy difference at this point in the game? Well, that is an interesting question. So we got 45 to 67. So it's a 12
of them.
12 what? Sorry.
12 difference between legitimacy. Oh, 45.
67.
More than 12.
Yeah.
22.
So considering Klass has spent 32 already on orders, that is wild. So he is suffering a little bit from lower legitimacy, but he has obviously been able to make something back from all those extra orders. 160 extra orders he's gained from that ability now. Wild. Let's have a look at some graphs. Shall we see what is happening? Military score. So Klass is above with that heavy chariot, but not significantly. They're both still got very small armies. Let's see, resource production. Yep. Oh, wow, Klass has actually gone quite heavily into stone production now. That's what that stone comes from. He's got a
slavery?
Marble. No, maybe? He's got a marble quarry here. He does have slavery as well. Yes. Right.
Yes.
Plus the marble quarry getting him 20 in the capital. Not the capital, second city, which I don't. Oh yeah. No, Kiriyama just had that online as well. But yeah, that's the difference.
No. That flood is giving a koala an ore in his seat, in his rider's seat, for 180 gold.
Ooh.
He's gonna go for it.
That's
no question.
Sounds very nice. Learn that tool, that's for sure. The oracle has been completed by Kiriyama. Oh my word! Someone's just got a horse archer. What?
Horse archer?
Wow. Yeah, Klass has just spawned a horse archer from clearing a site down in the south. That's
third
insane.
Free unit.
And it's a 6 strength one as well. Whoa.
Oh my.
Well, that's going to make quite a difference to the military score. Yeah, Kiriyama's now weaker and primitive. 5 cities to 4. Both 1 law active. Any adoptions?
Does he realize what's happening?
Don't think there has been any adoptions. Let's just have a look. Succession, we've got Prince. I don't actually know if there's any way of... Oh no, yeah, adopted. Yeah. So he did adopt his second in line. Bypassing the third in line, by the look of it.
Who is that prince?
Oh, and the prince is adopted as well. Yeah. So he has got 2 adoptions. Okay.
He has been adopting. Wow.
Yeah, and that is.
He did not wait.
That's a very, very nice statted heir as well. A 5 wisdom, 4 discipline tactician is definitely something you want to see.
Koala is
Very good.
Indisputably ahead in every way, shape, and form.
See, the ore is nice, but I must admit I am a big fan of being a steward of the land. That is a very nice trait. 100% food output on the governor, plus an extra point of wisdom, plus extra tribal leader opinions is something.
But he's not being a governor right now.
No, he's not being a governor, and he's not really focusing on econ. So yeah, I agree. In this case, the ore is probably better. But yeah, I think it's not a trivial decision what you would go for there. Bear in mind that steward of the land is you can impart that. There's a mission you can impart stewardship to other characters. So basically, once you have one steward, you can train anyone else in your land you want to become a steward. So you can make all of your governors stewards of the land if you want, and absolutely insanely
awesome.
skyrocket the food output of a parlor, for example. If you get 100% boost on that, it'd be nice. Yes, so yeah, good prince indeed. We ought to have a look at Kiriyama, I suppose. What he got air-wise. He has got a 5-year-old, is that? With no stats. So yeah, that's slightly less impressive. That's his only
his wife is
succession.
Great. His wife is inspiring, intelligent, but she is debauched. Or debauched.
Alright, okay. Not bad.
So she can maybe give him either inspiring or intelligent, so there is a chance of good positive events. But we'll see from here.
I wonder if...
And he already has really great traits on himself, so he could also impart that to him. So we will see.
So the
I do not read the language, but I am using Google Translator, thinking 42 man. That's the only way I can read that.
Yeah, nice bit of real-time translation there. You're doing a good job. So yeah, that intelligent queen consort is not the governor of a city, which is a bit of a shame. So she's not actually getting any benefit for that. It'd be really nice to see as a governor. I guess she's a landowner. She'd have to governor the landowner city. Governor.
It would push him to 20 science.
Yeah, it's another 2% science. Do you have to eat that debauched discontent penalty, but still?
I would say it's worth the trade, but
yeah, me too.
That would be dependent on him.
He does need the science at the moment. It's 37 to 17 now. Quite a gap.
Are we paused? He is still on 6 orders for Koala.
Oh, interesting. We don't have a timer in this game, so there is no pause as such. But yeah, possibly he is. There's some messages on Discord. Hang on a minute. Let me have a look. Okay. Oh, he's having a quick bathroom break.
Understandable. If I could have used in-game chat.
But yeah, that would have helped. But never mind. It's fine. Alright, let's have a look at some grass, shall we? We can start looking at that. So yeah, he's up on stone 9 just because of slavery, of course. He's also massively up on food. Orders have dipped down a little bit recently. They're kind of equalised on orders, although that, of course, that's not counting the extra 10 orders he's getting pretty much every turn from his schemer ability. Money's pretty good for both of them.
16 times.
Science.
16 times.
Yeah. Science has been consistent in the lead from first turn. It's not getting any better for Kiriyama.
Why make kids? Why take the time to teach them, groom them for the throne, when you can just adopt them?
Well,
and they're better than the kids that you make.
It's he's had some good outcomes from adoption there, that's for sure. Wow, Klass is even beating Kiriyama on growth despite Kiriyama having freedom. Okay. Let's see, improvement. Kiriyama must... Wow, Klass has got more improvements than Kiriyama despite not having anywhere near as many workers. Wild. I guess Kiriyama did build the Oracle, which took quite a lot of his worker time. That does make sense. 7 ruins to 2. Yeah, that's a huge difference. And yeah, that free horse archer Man, that's a nice get. 8 text to wild.
He will get divination next turn for Koala.
Klass has
Same for Kiriyama.
Klass has produced 0 military units so far this game, and he's ahead on military.
Why make military units when they can come for free?
When you spawn them from events, yeah, you're right.
4 of them. 4 free units.
Yes,
no,
I get. What,
no.
He got the heavy chariot from Tech, right? And
Heavy
the horse
chariot from
archer
the Tech,
and
yes.
2 warriors from. Which I guess were mainly camp clear events. He's just cleared more camps. I think it's. He's obviously very lucky to get that first free warrior, which actually might have been from a ruin rather than an event. But yeah, that really sped up his camp clearing, and then being able to get the heavy chariot as well, of course, has obviously boosted that further. And now he's got a horse archer as well. So yeah, he's just
That horse
he's
archer
on
moving
fire.
forward, and
Yeah, so he's back in. Do we have the ore? We didn't go for the ore.
There you go for. Did you go for Steward of the Land?
He did go for Steward of the Land, yeah. He's become Steward of the Land, yeah. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible at all.
I don't disagree. The only thing is, does he have any governors?
Not at the moment, no. But
he has one
does.
governor.
Yeah.
A diplomat.
Yeah, he really wants to Steward of the Land in Nepal because that's where all his food is coming from. And I think he could, like, he's got some nice candidates here. Like the oligarch is nearly 6 civics plus a couple of culture. It's not bad at all. Plus making the oligarch happy. Be a very good governor choice. Make them a steward of the land as well. That would be awesome. I don't know if he's saving. Yeah, I guess he's saving civics for laws. Though he's got the ability to enact 3 laws. Only 1 actually enacted, and still needs to save up for some more. So yeah, I imagine he's going for a 4-law heavy chariot play here. So what's going to be his next tech? What's he looking at? He's got a choice of polis, phalanx, steel, or metaphysics. I would imagine he wants to cycle maybe and grab aristocracy next.
Well, at the same time, Kiriyama has stone, trapping, polis. I believe that's aristocracy and spooked wheel. And they all are gonna take a long time to actually research. And we see that Koala went for phalanx.
Yeah, it's going for a 5-year phalanx. Yeah. What is
That's a cleared unit.
Is Kiriyama going to pick up? Stone Boost's got to be tempting, especially if he's going for an econ play. He might try for another wonder. The lighthouse would be a good pickup, but he needs a lot more iron if he wants the lighthouse. And stone, of course.
And you got a military alliance with the Danes.
Nylon, right? The stream. Yes, we've finally got the alliance online. That's great to see. So I imagine he will want to be settling the site, but he can't afford it at the moment. He does need to sell quite a lot of resources. So maybe even just the stone boost to help him afford that is an option. But he is falling behind on economy a bit. Getting the salt being improved here, plus another marble, quarry, sorry, not a marble, but quarry, some mine. So yeah, so workers are doing stuff. These guys are sitting down here on this camp. There's a 4-turn settler coming out. Sorry, what's that, Nizar?
They're just enjoying the weather, they're enjoying the
right, okay.
Forest.
Chilling. Wow, the Danes are getting absolutely diswrecked here. Looks like Klass is going to be settling this Danish camp next term. And
Kiriyama went for trapping.
Well. Trapping, interesting, yeah. I mean, some slingers definitely wouldn't hurt his situation.
And he upgraded one of his units to have focus, level 1. And he has the opportunity to do focus level 2 next.
So he's still just on 3 warriors at the moment. Is there only 1 more warrior being built? Yeah.
Turns for that.
4 warriors versus a heavy chariot or horse archer from 3 warriors does not look like a good response. I guess, yeah, Danes as well, but yeah, I'm just not sure if he's going to be able to utilise the military power of the Danes that much. Just going to get annihilated very quickly. But yeah, he does at least have the vision from them, so he can see a little bit more of what's going on.
Honestly, he can potentially move all of these Danes units and converge them onto the enemy, because he can use his own orders to move these units.
He
That is
can
something
do. I
he
mean,
can do.
he doesn't have that many orders. He's only getting 12 a turn. So I guess if he doesn't need to make any other military moves, he could start pulling Danes forward. But he really needs to coordinate that attack. The tribal units aren't going to do anything on their own to Klass. He needs to be able to attack at the same time with his own units to leverage them, I think. So it's going to be a timing issue. Coordination required. So yeah, 4-year trapping. He's working on his. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 cities at the moment. He's working on his settler for his 5th city, whereas Klass is already on 5 cities with 2 settlers about to settle next turn. So he'll be up to 7 cities next turn. Still hasn't even settled his 3 city site. Still is building 3 more settlers on top of all of the people he's already got. Yeah. It's absolutely boosted expansion. Love it.
Honestly, looking at all of this, I would be scared to face Koala right now.
Yeah.
I would have absolutely no response to any of these moves at all.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if Kiriyama can get spears, that will help him a lot. Both of his strong units there are cavalry, so we could focus them down reasonably easy with that.
And it's in the drawing deck for the spearmen. So he needs to finish those trapping to be able to pull those spearmen to reply to the situation that he found himself in.
Yeah, and we just see
And that's a rout.
yeah, Klass has just full cleared that site, doing 18 damage to the Danish unit there. So yeah,
With a critical, I presume?
I don't think it even was. I think it's just a very strong unit. It's a steadfast with strike.
He is just purely better.
It might
That's
have
the
been
only
a critical.
explanation.
Actually, I wasn't sure, but yeah, it's scary to face indeed. But yeah, Kiriyama definitely needs spears soon. He does. Where is Kiriyama's scout these days? He's hanging out down here, so he knows. Kiriyama knows that the heavy chariot and the horse archer are there for sure. This scout is potentially going to get locked in down here. I guess he can just pass through as they're at war anyway. Klass has not gone for his second law yet. He has the civics for it. He could be doing that. I imagine he will want serfdom. We shall see. Oh, he's got the option of a vizier. He could have a 7 charisma diplomat grand vizier. I'm not sure I'd be going for that.
I would not go for it.
The 7th city up.
But hear me out. Hear me out. He put that Grand Vizier. He imparts stewardship on it.
Oh, steward the land on every city with 7 charisma.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Yes.
there's worse grand viziers for sure. I would not, you know, it's 58% civic boost on every city.
That is
an option.
so strong.
It is an option. And he could maybe even just run a Grand Vizier for a bit while he's still econing up, and then, you know, chuck her out later when he wants to change the production.
Yeah, it's not gonna pop up all of these settlers for him anymore.
8 city
And
online.
another city settled.
Oh my word! 8 cities to 4. Plus stronger,
Please.
plus huge tech lead.
Well, if you can hear me, please slow down. Please. Please. I ask you for a lot.
Slow down? What do you want to slow down for? Come on, speed up if anything.
Just a little bit, okay? We want to have a good match.
Kill,
We don't
crush,
wanna-
destroy.
We don't have a curb. We don't want the curb stomp.
I don't know about you. I'd love to see a curb stomp.
Understandable. Coming from the guy who curb stomps all of his enemies.
Yeah.
Of course you want that to happen.
Yeah, I have the bloodthirsty trait. I'd say.
That is very interesting. I'm surprised that he went Riders for the middle city over there. I personally would have went for landowners just because of these farms. I can get a little
He
bit
doesn't have
gold
landowners.
boost.
He doesn't have landowners. He went
Right.
traders and patrons.
Okay, patrons because of the quarries, maybe.
I think
Because that
we're
is
just seeing riders for the slight military boost. He probably wants to build units out there, but yeah, another settler is wild.
slow down, man. A little bit, just a tiny bit. You know, I'm not asking for a lot, man. Again, I will be so scared to see this. Like, I would concede right then and there. What do you even say to that? You know, he is um stronger. His opponent is primitive to him. Um,
He's got a lot of
even if
catching up
I,
to do, that's for sure.
yeah, he is
Yeah.
69 legitimacy versus 67.
Wow.
He is higher in legitimacy,
That
while he
is
used
wild.
17
Excuse me.
conversion to orders.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
still higher in legitimacy.
Very impressive. Players are just having a chat about whether they're thinking about changing from simultaneous turns at the moment. Might be a small delay while they organise that. What else can we say about this game? It's yeah, very impressive display from Klass here.
I think just a waiting game right now to see what happens. I just took a quick look at how much it would cost for Kiriyama to build that settler in. It would take him 900 gold, something that he just does not have. And even if he sold everything he has, he would not hit that 900 gold. So he needs to have a better response to this. If he moved that settler that is up north, if he moved him down there, at least he will have a fifth city. He needs to be expanding already. His settler in the landowner's city will take 3 turns. You don't need any of your units there. Move him down to the Gauls to the right. Start expanding. Do something. Don't wait. You have 12 orders. You have 2 of them that are doing nothing. Do something with it.
Yes, yes. Kiriyama does need to be doing something certainly. Although honestly, he probably has lost the opportunity to expand to the Sivians here because that will end up getting him killed.
Yes,
But yeah,
instantly.
clearing the Gauls makes sense.
Build forts. You know what's coming. Build forts. Build something. Be ready for that upcoming attack. Because it's gonna be brutal. Koalas out here for blood. I've never seen koalas be out for blood. But this specific koala is out for blood. The only answer you have right now is in 3 turns. If you see flanks, you better be researching it, and you better start hoping and praying that those 2 horses, those 2 men in horses, run at you and just demolish you right then and there. The 48 cities, it is not looking good. And he just ended the turn with 2 orders left to do nothing. We cannot be doing that.
Interesting. So he did take the Grand Vizier. Klass has the 7 Charisma Diplomat Grand Vizier now. Absolutely. Look at his civics rate, man. 151 civics a turn. Absolutely
That
insane.
should be illegal. We should make that illegal. It's not allowed and it's not okay.
Very good, very good. Okay. So we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 settlers in production. But there even that many city sites left for him to settle. 2 down the bottom here. Like, I mean, certainly not cleared, but yeah, wild.
Alright.
Map.
Let's take a moment here and talk about what if you were in this game, Fluffy, if you are playing this game, what would you have done differently than Kiriyama? How would you're seeing Koala over here looking for blood. What would you have done differently, and what would be your responses to this?
Well, I think clearly he needs to get phalanx. I mean, getting trapping first is certainly sensible as well, but yeah, that needs to be what he does next. I love the Tribal Alliance. I think he ought to be selling food and trying as hard as possible to settle this city site. He only needs 900 to settle there. It should be doable. He could certainly be chopping. It looks like he is chopping now with the with his warriors to try and afford that. Sensible. But yeah, also the military units here need to keep expanding, as you were saying. You know, they need to keep clearing. His expansion has very much halted on where he is now, which is just not enough to keep up with Klass. But yes, it's definitely a tense situation.
What about family choices compared to Kiriyama? What would you have went? You're Kiriyama, you're at the beginning. What families would you have picked?
I think traders at the start is a very good choice. Like I said earlier, I think I would have liked the second coastal city up here to be traders as well, which obviously Klass did. And yeah, landowners and riders makes a lot of sense as well. I think basically is what Klass did for family choices is sensible. Actually, he went patrons to the landowners. Yeah, I don't think I would have paid patrons here. I think I would have gone landowners, riders, traders on the coast, landowners here to grab these horses, then riders down near the centre. Would have been my picks. It's not to say that's necessarily the right choice. It's just different ways of playing. That scheme scout from Klass is coming right up into Kiriyama territory now. Scouting out.
What's happening. Would you have changed from a commander to a diplomat?
Probably not. It's he's obviously managed to get some leverage out of the diplomat by getting that Tribal Alliance, but yeah, I don't know how useful that's going to be for him.
So I hope Kiriyama would watch the stream, see what we're saying, see how it looks on the other side, be able to learn from this opportunity, because right now I am not seeing a winning condition for Kiriyama. I am seeing that honestly, if he looks at the stream right now and just sees all of this, I think he would throw the towel right then and there.
Well, I mean, you can see that Klass has twice as many cities as him, and twice as many laws, and is stronger and much better at tech. He's erudite, so I think he has the information to know that he is massively outmatched at the moment. But you've got to keep fighting. You don't want to throw in the towel so early. You're never going to win if you just give up. And it's all a good learning opportunity to try and improve for your next game, really. And, you know, we've seen crazier things in this tournament. We've seen games that looked decided by a huge advantage very early, that have surprised us, you know. So it's, I don't think anything's for sure. Kiriyama certainly would need to do some good work to turn the situation around, but I don't think it's completely impossible.
Right. Alright, Kiriyama, please surprise me, my man. Give me something to believe in. But right now, I am rooting for the underdog.
Absolutely. So the Grand Vizier is forcing a change to freedom, or family opinion negative on the patrons. I guess you can take that family opinion negative, but maybe freedom makes sense. Freedom would actually be really nice for Klass. With all the growth unit, every single city is building a growth unit, so that makes every single production faster. I think you would get a lot of mileage out of freedom.
I am questioning the choice of going for slavery on this one, because how many workers does he really have? I'm not seeing... I'm only seeing 3.
Yeah, 3. He's got 3. And
so he's not making any urbans.
And it's not like he really needs the resources either. He's rich, he's got loads of money, he's got 156 food income a turn, and that is without his without the benefit of a steward of the land governor. I don't think he's actually spread that as yet. So yeah, he doesn't need the resources. He's very rich.
The city is built. He just bought it from the Danes. Finally.
Hurrah! Good news.
And he's building a worker in there. And he went for patrons again, although there is fish right there. I would have settled more to the left a little bit, not on that right side of the coast. I guess it's more defensible to settle over on the right, like that.
Yeah,
but I don't see Koala coming anywhere near that anytime soon.
It's a very constrained city site. You know, he's got 4 usable tiles there. I guess he could put a quarry on the snow next to the mountains there, but yeah, doesn't have a huge amount of space in the city. That's for sure. Not going to be his most productive. You can get some nice stone out of there. But yes, yeah, I mean, using this bireme to go and harass Klass would be a nice move as well. Klass still doesn't have any answer to that at all. He's getting a 10-turn bireme on the go, which I guess is the Grand Vizier's choice. Which is not amazing, but, you know, if Kiriyama does actually come and start harassing him with the ship, then it might come in useful. It's probably better than another settler anyway. I don't think Klass needs any more settlers now. I think he should perhaps chill on the settler front. He really just needs to get a few more military, you know, even if he just built 1 warrior in every city, or a warrior or a slinger in every city, he could easily go and crush Kiriyama at this point.
He's pushing toward the Scythians already. If we look at the right, he can end the game with those 2 units on their own. I mean, one of them is a tactician, the other one is a schemer. The tactician, anytime you attack him, and he only has swordmen, so that's its own counter, and it deals 8 damage to these units on flat terrains.
Yep. And the
so every time you're attacking
the same as well. I was also just doing 6, I guess, to this warrior on the hill.
Yeah, so every time you're attacking it, you're eating damage. That heavy chariot will just clean you up with a rout.
Oh, it's a bit... Those Sevians have split themselves over the water. That's a bit annoying for Klass, but still, slows him down.
I think he can clears it
ever so slightly, but he can route through the first one and then take an attack. I don't think he can clear the... Oh no, he can. No, he can't quite clear this turn. So, even so.
Oh, wait, no. He deals 15 damage through... No, you're right. He cannot clear it whether he likes it or not. He can rush a unit, clear it faster.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. No, it's a waste of resources. It's not like he's got a settler ready to go yet anyway. Although, of course, they will not be long.
searching those phalanx. It's gonna take him 10 turns. I think the game is gonna be over within those 10 turns.
Alright, well flanks is a good move at least. That's sensible. He's got his another settler up, so he's be able to get his 6 city out this turn. He'd have to march for it now. He doesn't have the training. Alright, so next turn he can get 6 city up. So what would you go family wise for the next city?
Oh god, that's a good question.
It's got a couple of weak resources there. Possible landowners.
Landowners, yeah. But to be honest, I would have had riders for sure.
Yeah, if riders were available, that would be certainly another option. Yeah, in fact, are there any precious resources anywhere on this map? I don't think I've seen one yet. Yeah, not the best map for patrons. Some dies right down the bottom here. I think they aren't.
Wouldn't even say best land for patrons. I say it's not even a map for patrons. Period.
I always forget which ones the precious resources are. So it's silver, gold.
Pearls and gems.
Pearls and gems, right? Yeah. So it's only pearls is the only water resource. Yeah, there just aren't any.
There is pearls to the north, but you're gonna have to
Oh yeah.
push.
Alright, 2 pearls. Yeah, not anywhere near a city site, and in pretty horrible terrain. Yeah, not grand.
Not the best indeed. I'm not seeing any silver, seeing any gold, even gems.
Klass has managed to get his 3rd law up. He's got exploration.
Okay.
He's also
That's a good
taking
move.
phalanx. He's 1 turn away. And then what else will be in the draw pile? Aristocracy, hopefully. He's got 50% chance of drawing aristocracy. That would be his 4th law. And yeah, that insane civics rate means he's going to hit that very quickly. He's got 2 developing cities, sadly not his rider's city. He hasn't really got any culture there. Where's he getting the 2 culture in this city from? Oh, the Grand Vizier. The inspiring Grand Vizier has finally started giving his rider seat some culture. But yeah, I think I would like to see the literature being given to the rider's seat to boost that to developing. It's currently going to the capital, which means he's up to developing there.
It's a move.
He will be stronger in the capital sooner. But yeah, in terms of his unique unit, that doesn't really help him because he doesn't have forces in the capital. It's definitely better economically if he wants to try and get the late game eco buildings, some palaces and universities up.
What would be a counter to Hatti, in your opinion?
Greece is always good. Any nation with a mounted UU, then Greece works well against. Yeah, so what Hatti good at? They've got the routing unique unit, which yeah, you definitely want some kind of pole arm for. They're also very good at wood chopping, so an early combo play is certainly an option for them, which means that a nation with their own mounted UUs would also work reasonably well. To try and route through the archers. So yeah, maybe Carthage. Carthage would not be a terrible choice because you can get an early military advantage with some upgraded tribal units, which will keep you safe in the early game.
Right.
Help prevent against the pretty heavy chariot rush.
Alright, he's going for steel. He's going all out military right now. He knows. He can smell blood.
Okay, yeah, so he didn't draw aristocracy. He could have gone for orders boost. But yeah, let's go for steel. Yeah, don't hate it. Still doesn't have trapping, so he still can't build any ranged unit at all. Which potentially could be a problem for him, but he's obviously not needed them so far, and he does have the infrastructure.
Landowners again.
Still 8 turns on phalanx for Kiriyama.
Defense does he have? Marriage to Scythians. Upgrading his child into tactic stuff. Nothing useful. Nothing useful. A Grand Vizier. Oh, did he pick a Grand Vizier already?
You're talking about
He
Klass
refused the Grand
Kiriyama
Vizier.
now. Kiriyama.
Kiriyama rejected the Grand Vizier.
Okay.
I even get the opportunity to look at what kind of Grand Vizier it would be.
Yeah, it's slightly unfortunate we can't see in English what that would be, but sure.
Nolegskitten. Hello everyone, I'll likely join the commentary booth slightly later. We would love to have you in here because we're having an interesting game.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, you might need to get a move on if you want to get here before the game is over, but sure, indeed. See, I don't know. It all depends on Kiriyama, of course, but we definitely have the potential for early conflict quite soon. The Danes are getting cleared up here. It looks like Klass might be happy to clear up the Danes and settle a bit more rather than going straight in for an attack. That heavy chariot is actually quite vulnerable there. The
Can he rush?
Kiriyama.
Yes, he can rush, but he doesn't see. Yes, he sees.
He has the scout. Yeah. Kiriyama could actually kill that heavy chariot right now. He doesn't have the orders. Not anymore, I guess. But potentially he could have done at the start of the turn.
Next turn.
That hero.
Turn.
That hero warrior could do 7 damage. Interesting.
Next turn. That would be great if he does that next turn.
I'd love to see it. Yeah, clearing up that heavy chariot. He'd have to be quick because maybe Klass is just being overconfident and is happy to leave his heavy chariot exposed there. But, yeah.
Come on, Kiriyama, do something. Make me proud, man. He is building slingers, 2 of them in his new cities. A warrior is coming out. He has 2 cities with something to do. 7 orders. You have to rush. You cannot attack just once. You're gonna have to rush that move. Maybe you can. Let's take a look at what Koala can see. Oh, he can see very wide into. Oh yeah, he sees almost everything. He sees the warrior with the hero. He does not see the other 2 warriors.
Look at that orders difference now. That serfdom has really helped Klass. We're now looking at a 24 to 12 order differential, even without the ability to buy more orders. Which has he still been doing actually? Yes, he's up to 20 order buys now, an extra 200 orders. He's burned 40 legitimacy for that. It's slowed down slightly, but that's still the vast majority of turns in this match he's bought orders. Which is wild.
Honestly, cancel those 2 workers that are building mines. Get that 14 orders for yourself. Rush them in. Oh, but he doesn't have the training to finish the job. Move that warrior hero to the front a little bit. Do something. Make a move. You need a move right now.
If he moves closer this turn, then he's just gone for commander. But yeah, if he had moved closer this turn, then he could have even just sauntered in without having to match. Oh, the hero has gone closer. Interesting. He still needs 2 units though.
No. If he moves,
I wonder if
he moves the commander on his own is dealing 7 damage. You just need another warrior next to it. They need to switch to tight right now. We need to tell them to pause and switch to tight if he's gonna make that move.
Yeah. I'm on it. Okay.
All right. It is too tight. And he moves it
He's
back.
back. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. That's you know, I mean, we might have messed up Kiriyama a little bit there by switching at that point, but yeah, it's better than a
It's only
click fest, I
fair.
think.
Yeah, it's only fair. Honestly, it should have been tight 5 turns ago, 6 turns ago. Kiriyama might be really upset right now over this. And I would completely understand.
Well, I mean, you know, that's the way it goes. Alright, well that's going to slow things down quite a lot now. We've switched to turnstile, of course.
They are already very slow as players, so we're gonna have to fill the conversation here a lot more than we already have been.
Well, hopefully Kitten will join us soon as well, and he can add a third perspective. But yeah, so what's happening? So I guess
He made a new city.
it'll be
Balboa.
interesting to see if Kiriyama comes and contests this city site that the heavy chariot has just left open. He could try and bag it for himself. I don't think he's 6 turns away from a settler. But
Gonna hurt.
yeah, I mean, I'm not sure he can hold it. I don't think it would necessarily be a good idea, but it's something he might try.
Oh no, he can hold it. He has a river on his side that blocks off the way. He can make it impossible to push through. But
The heavy chariots have so much movement.
delay.
Yeah. No, I don't think Kiriyama can really take that site, but yeah, it is potentially bait leaving it open there. Maybe Klass would like to draw him in so that he can
Klass now
wipe him out.
knows about these 3 warriors. He has a very good idea that this is happening.
Yeah, both sides have got reasonable scouting. Kiriyama's got his scout down here on the forest, so he can see the heavy chariot its current position at least, and of course he's got the Dane Tribal Alliance vision as well, so he can see that this site up here is getting cleared. I don't know if I don't know what Kiriyama can do at this point, because delaying just means that his tribal alliance is getting eroded. His advantage from clearing this.
That's the only thing I can think of right now is just delay, hope for the best. Get those spearmen, pop him on the ground, and start countering everything that he does. Military focus with all of your science, and just start praying to every deity you can think of. That's all I can think of right now.
Yeah,
in this position.
Is certainly an option, I suppose. So, oh wow, his Klass is scheming against the Grand Minister. He's fed up with this, with his 176 civic income, and he's decided to take action to try and get rid of her. Interesting.
Okay. He put the Chancellor. Is he gonna make it in prison?
We've got a lot.
He imparted the steward of the land on his kid.
Nice.
Not the heir.
All right.
But the second in line.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, good. Okay, well, it's good to have someone as a steward. I think I might have rather seen one of the governors, but I mean, it does give him extra wisdom, which now he's the Chancellor also means all cities getting growth from that, so it's certainly something. Seeing a lot of military units getting built, I'm guessing that's the Grand Vizier has decided that Klass doesn't have enough military, which is reasonable. Interesting that Klass is not happy with that situation, I guess, which is why he's now trying to get rid of the Grand Vizier. But I think I'd be
Well,
quite
they're building.
satisfied with what they're doing personally.
Let's see. Spearman, Chariot, Spearman, Byreem.
Yeah,
I think he's angry at the Byreem one.
maybe, maybe. But
That's the
I
only explanation.
do think that it would be better. Is it me or did Kiriyama just play that in very quickly there?
He did. I have
Uh,
no idea what he did. I didn't even. He built some roads.
maybe he'd
He's
already
building roads to his.
maybe he'd already spent some of their rods. They are only on tight, so he may already have done all his work of actions and didn't actually have anything left to do military wise, seeing as he's not really moving his military that much. Still just chopping with the warriors. He's actually getting some decent wood going now with his chops, although still nowhere near as much as Klass. Although Klass is burning through his wood stockpile now. Byreem is AFK. Byreem is not doing very much, certainly. I mean, it is linking up the Empire, so it's doing something. But he is not being aggressive with that.
There's nothing to link. Move it there. Start burning stuff. It's a mirrored map. You know where everything is.
Well, I mean, if he wanted to transport people between his city up here and the rest of his empire, he would need that ship. You know, it's performing a function. I mean, obviously, he's not actually moving any units between those cities, so he doesn't really need that at the moment. But I can understand the impulse to connect those cities. We should actually focus, I suppose, on the person whose turn is currently playing. So we've got more healing here, more clearing of the Danes. These Danes are not going to last long. So yeah, this is their last city site. So they will be sightless
They become barbarians.
quite soon. Oh, hang on a minute, it says they've got 2 sites here. Have I missed one? Is there another Danish site on the map? Or is that...
Anything.
I don't think so. Maybe
Not
that's
seeing an island or anything.
just... I reckon... Yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, so as far as Kiriyama is concerned, Danes have only got 1 site. I guess as far as Klass is concerned, he doesn't actually have visibility on this city site, so technically he doesn't know that this Danish site has been cleared, even though he can see the borders, so he should be able to work it out.
Do they become barbarians when that happens?
They not while they're still in a tribal alliance, no. I believe they will just hang around as they are. And I think at one point, certainly, if the tribal alliance ended and they didn't have any sites, they started just despawning. I'm not sure if that is still the case. I think last time I tested it, they just hung around forever.
Alright, it's back to Kiriyama.
Yes, let's see what
take a look.
Kiriyama's up to. He's got 17
Somebody
orders
makes us
now.
proud.
His orders are getting slightly better.
He switched the. Oh wow! He switched the slinger to a settler down at the landowner city.
Interesting. I
Oh,
wonder
that's a
where
move.
he's planning on settling. Yeah, I think he was building a settler there last time. Yeah, he's getting a slinger out of the northern landowner city there. He's got
Trying to translate what he built
none of his cities
in both of these cities.
doing anything.
He finished celebration, which
a festival.
yeah, he
I
finished
guess.
festival.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's an interesting choice.
A warrior came out from his landowner.
He's doing nothing. Worry. He's building a road. Okay, so he's trade roading forwards. That's probably sensible. Sort out his reinforcement lines. Definitely be helpful. Yeah, and the warrior moving forwards. Okay, so that's good. He is concentrating his army in one place, which is definitely needed. I'm not sure where all
I
koalas
don't
are.
like where his scout is. I would have pushed his scout a little bit closer to the middle city, a little bit, so you can have a little bit more vision.
Yes.
Have a good idea what's going on.
That seems absolutely fair. Yep, getting him a little bit more central would definitely help. See, Klass has a settler coming forward, so he's probably settling this next turn. I think I would be force marching the
I would
settler
have to rush it.
I think
Yeah, he would have
that's
to
worth
push it.
100 training, yeah. Surely he needs to chop more to be ready to produce upgrade spears. I mean, are we talking about Kiriyama now or Klass? So yeah, Klass has got a decent wood stockpile. Kiriyama is just about keeping up to pace, so he is chopping. But yeah, he will need to chop more, and that would definitely be a good idea. Yeah, maybe the warrior could have chopped on his way down rather than just coming straight for it. But yeah, he does need more resources. Kiriyama is not doing too well on resources. He's kind of okay, but yeah, doesn't have a huge stockpile.
He is missing. He has -2 wood. Not sure where.
So there's one city. Has he got a strong city?
Is it fair? Is it from the fair?
Oh, it might be. Yeah.
I remember the fair doing.
No, the fair doesn't have wood upkeep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that says. It's a trader city. I know that much. That's costing him 2 wood. He only has the one trader city, so that's his capital.
Alright, Google Translate, help me here.
This is a test of our game knowledge here. What is costing him wood? Yeah, it's not population. Monasteries cost wood. He might have a granary, maybe?
Units. It says units.
What units does he have that's costing him wood, though? Oh, the Byreme! The Byreme, of course it's the Byreme.
Byreme.
Yep. Makes sense.
Of course it's the Byreme.
Yeah. Ooh, that warrior's for Klass. I was going to say that warrior's for Klass looking a bit damaged, but the heavier chariots leapt into action and absolutely destroyed. Alright, well that's the Danes gone. The Dane site's gone anyway. They're still on the map. They've still got units, but yeah.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of this. And you're conquered.
Bye, Danes. And okay, still can't see the jet game. Don't know what's happening there. Yeah, sure, why not? But never mind. Got the stream at least.
The game No Legs is called Koalas versus VC Kiriyama. That's what it's called. And the password is 123.
Right, okay, so we're getting a Spearman and Kadesh. He has managed to get rid of his Grand Vizier. I guess he over-exiled or killed them then. Yep, he's exiled the Grand Vizier. So his civics is still a very healthy 134, even without the Grand Vizier. So I guess he didn't actually need her at all. 3 laws, getting steel next turn. I imagine... he's not really set up to be building... He's getting a garrison up in Kanesh, but he's got 0 culture. So I'm not sure I'm not sure he's really in a position to be able to build his unique unit. But, yeah, I don't think that matters. Spearmen and chariots are going to be absolutely enough to up this game. Plus, sprinkling some axes as well. Why not?
Let's add nolegskitten to the call, and I can stream for him there. And he can see through my stream.
I think I have offered Kitten, so yeah, I'm sure when he's ready, he can join us.
He's saying that he's ready, I believe.
Alright, let's wait for confirmation on that. Yeah, he's saying he can't see the game in the lobby, so I don't know why that is, but
that's fine. As I said, I can stream for you what's going on my side, and it will be live stream for you. So you can see everything exactly as is.
Right, so Klass has got 2 orders left. What is happening? What else is happening? He's got scout moves. Yeah, he's still got his schema, so he's still got his invisible scouts deep into territories, having a good old look. Let's have a look. I think this is probably as far as... Yeah, this is as far as he's poked. You can see a huge amount of the map now. He hasn't quite got as far as the capital, but yeah, nearly there. And let's compare that to Kiriyama's vision. Yeah, Kiriyama hasn't really got past the centre of the map in terms of scouting.
Alright. He has a couple of events for his heir. I believe compassionate or ruthless. And he has a free governor event, I believe.
So military-wise, we've got 4 warriors out. We've got another slinger and another warrior being produced. So yeah, in 6 turns, he's going to have 5 warriors and a slinger. I wonder if he's equalised in military power yet. Let's just swoop back and have a quick look. No, he's still weaker and still primitive. He's got an 8. This looks like 8 camp net grove resources to me. So he's got 4 nets online.
Not sure why you would go for that. Oh, he built a harbor?
Yeah, it must have been a free harbour from an event. Yeah, but I mean he can. He's got 1, 2, 3 net resources there. He hasn't improved, plus a pasture, so he can easily do this ambition. He has the resources for it. It's just hasn't done it yet. He's building a garrison and some mines. Yeah, iron production slowly coming up. Oh, he has just started the net now, so he is working on that. But yeah, I'd like to see the last net in the trader in the capital improved. In fact, there's another net down here as well. So much growth in food. Yeah, insane traders start. 31 growth in the capital there. We just see that it's done. Another mine, sadly with the wrong family, so that's a 5-turn mine. Which is not entirely ideal. Still working on the road down here. It's having to work around the sand, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's making roading difficult.
He is using the landowner's fleet as a military industry city, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why he's not using any workers from that family. The question that I'm having is, did he make it as a mistake? Did he not want landowners? He wanted riders and he just misclicked or something?
I think this is an experience issue. I think Kiriyama is not used to playing multiplayer games. I'm pretty sure this is his first multiplayer game. And I think he just, isn't quite prepared for a fast-paced, military-heavy game.
Yeah. And, I mean, I'll be honest, this is not to me, from my experience, this is not a small map. This is quite a big map. So
it's not ridiculously small, but yeah, the fact that you have this central pathway down the middle means they could already be fighting. They could already be absolutely at each other's throats by now if they wanted to be. And it's only turn 31. We're not that far into the game, so the map size is more relevant. The fact that they have easy access to each other. Obviously, Klass is choosing to expand more and settle out rather than go straight for the jugular here, but he could convert this at any point. There's only one. In fact, that site's been settled, so there's one Thracian site in the north up here. This site's been cleared. There's 2 Numidians, a Scythian, and a Gaul site. So there's 5 tribal sites remaining unconquered. So Klass could fairly easily at least claim the Thracian site and the Numidian site. Yeah, there's nothing Kiriyama can do to contest that. He could probably take these two sites down here, the Numidian and the Scythian site, if he wanted to. Yeah. So
I don't think
really,
he has any options.
really
He has
Kiriyama
to.
only can take the Gaul site. Is the only site he can safely settle now. It doesn't look like he's making any moves towards that. So it looks like Kiriyama's going to be stuck with 5 cities. Yeah, the only question now for me really is whether Klass continues to expand and clear all the remaining tribal sites, or whether he actually makes a move from Kiriyama, or when he makes a move from Kiriyama. It seems inevitable that he must. But we shall see. Again, it's easy to be surprised in these matches with newer players who perhaps don't do what you expect them to do. I think Klass is relatively new as well. Scheme orders really got the rise of double scouts out of there. Scheme orders and schemer buying, yeah. I mean, that is scheme orders as well, of course. But yeah, 22 order buys now in 31 turns. He slowed down a bit on that because he just doesn't need them anymore. But yeah, made very good use of that for sure. It's force marching a settler up here now. But he has a settler down here already. Not sure why. Okay. Getting this settled. Another trader's site. One net.
And we got a worker.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, okay. Kitten is ready. Let's get him on board. Let's do that. Add person.
I don't have him as a friend to be able to add him.
I do. That's all right.
Hello and welcome, Kitten. It's so great to see you here.
Good morning or afternoon, Mr. Kitten. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well, thank you. I just had to mute my stream because, of course, there is a bit of a delay, but I'm very happy to join. And I'm sorry there will be a little bit of delay because I'm watching from the stream. And message received, Nizar. I'll send you a friend request.
I'll fix that for you. Please go ahead and go on Discord. You'll be able to see live from my screen. If you need me to look at anything specific, just let me know.
Sure, but if I'm not going to be an observer, I think it's more relevant for me to follow what our viewers can see. So, and I have to assume there is some delay even on Discord for viewers.
No.
So, but yeah, for now I'm on the stream. I will be moderating the chat as well. So I'll cope with the delay. I'll try to only jump in from time to time if I have anything relevant to say. Just for me and maybe for viewers that might have joined later, what are we seeing? I'm seeing patrons, riders, and landowners, I believe, on the Hatti side.
Yes.
And,
well,
They're both
now,
Hatti.
yes, this is an interesting game in that we have duplicate nations on. So 2 Hatti nations. So we've got Klass on the left Klass on the left and Kiriyama on the right. So Klass went for traders, riders, patrons, and Kiriyama went for traders, patrons, landowners. So no riders for Kiriyama, which is interesting. But yeah, they're both making great use of the traders and the early nets here. So good food and growth for both of them. Particularly Klass has 142 food output. This is, I believe, still without any utilisation of his steward of the land trait. So he can put that on a governor and get 100% food in any city he wants. I guess he just hasn't felt the need to as yet. So that's certainly an option for him. He did have a 7 charisma Grand Vizier at one point, absolutely making his civics go wild. But he ended up scheming against them. I think he didn't like what they were building. He's still got a huge civics income, just from being Hatti, of course, and the fact that he's not really building any civics projects. I'm not sure if we've seen any specialists. Let's have a look at the stats on that. Because,
no specialist for koala. None.
Yeah, and 2 for Kiriyama. Wild.
Two specialists for Kiriyama, and 2 are being produced. One miner gonna pop up in 1 turn, and 1 miner is gonna pop up in 2 turns.
Yeah, so it's wild that even with that, he still has 48 science, absolutely dominating the science game. He's still got his starting leader alive. It's a scheme. He's got 7 wisdom on that guy, and he's got 6 wisdom on his 5 wisdom on his tactician son.
Wow!
And a 5
Look at
wisdom
that family.
Are they both founders still alive at the moment? I'm slightly surprised by the diplomat pick. And just one question, in Hapala on our Koalas Hatti, there is a wonder started. Do we know what it is? Have we got the early
Ishtar.
started? Oh, ho, ho.
Ishtar Gate.
And the Oracle was built by Kiriyama.
Yes, we had a very early Oracle. See if we can see that on the timeline. Yeah, year 10 he started that Oracle. So, still no religion founded. Oh no, that's not quite true. We do have a
paganism.
Klass has founded Hittite paganism in year 28, so 3 years ago.
No, that's not Klass. That's.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're quite right. That is Kiriyama. It's founded Hittite paganism.
All right, so this is an interesting dynamic, I believe. Maybe you have commented upon it already, but when you are playing with duplicate nation, there will still be only one religion, only one paganism for both religions. So there might be some competition because the player who founded it will have a head start to get control of the religion in a way with a character from his nation on the leading the religion. So sometimes a confusing mechanic, but it also means that his Oracle, the Oracle on the other side will get 1 city visibility from one agent network on that spot, but for his own religion, so a bit of a quirky interaction in that case.
Yeah, I mean, the Oracle only gives networks on religions that were founded at the time it was built. So yeah, the Oracle, he didn't get any network benefit from that at all. So it was built too early, and there was just no religions coming out. So yeah, it hasn't been a religion-heavy game at all. So yeah, Hittite paganism founded on turn 28. We have no world religions at all. No progress. I mean, we just looked at the specialists. We can see that there's been no progress on acolytes or ranchers. So yeah. We might potentially see some Zoroastrian coming out from Kiriyama. Now he has actually founded the paganism, has a shrine, so that should be interesting to see.
How many cities on each side? It seems like this Ishtar Gate will pay out awesomely if anything with, I don't know, 10 events, something like that. There are many cities?
Sure, so we're looking at 6 cities for Kiriyama, 11 cities for Klass. Klass has just absolutely dominated the game. He's been spamming settlers so much. I wonder if he's calmed down on that yet. Yes. He's finished building settlers.
9 cities will become developing once that Ishtar Gate is completed.
Yeah, so Klass has 3 settlers on the map still. There's one that's found on this outpost down here. Got another rider's settler. I'm not quite sure where this rider's settler is going. Doesn't look like there's any room to settle anywhere else. And another trader's settler up here. So yeah, Klass has finally outproduced more settlers that he can actually use. But yeah, I think his he didn't build any worker or military units for at least 10-15 turns. I think all his initial city builds were settlers. Absolutely rowing them out. He's had some very good. He's had some very good event luck. He's got. We do have ancient ruins on, which have been cleared up now. But he got a free warrior from a ruin. I think he got another free warrior from a camp clear event. He got his free chariots, heavy chariot from Tech, and then he got a free horse archer from a ruin event. Which, to be honest, I didn't even know was possible. Sorry, not a ruin event, a camp clear event. But yeah, he's got a heavy chariot and a horse archer out, in addition to his warrior army.
Solid, and I noticed Besieger and Steadfast on his leader. I see his leader is leading from the front, a non-cowardly schemer, and obviously, as you pointed out earlier in the stream, I was able to follow that at least. He's made good use of his schemer's orders and the ability to burn some legitimacy to fuel that crazy expansion. But well done on him. It looks like a very successful plan. Do we have any intuition on the diplomat pick from his
So
opponent?
it was not initially a diplomat. He started as a commander leader, which again is a choice in itself. But yeah, I guess he got an event at some point to change into a diplomat, which he's gone for. He did already have peace with the Danes at the time, so I guess that was a plan to go into a tribal alliance, which he did then. He did then run a mission for us, paid the 400 training to get that alliance. So yeah, interesting choice, but I mean he did get that. He got the early visibility from the 2 Danish sites which were here. Didn't get a lot of military benefit from it, but he did get something out of it, and he did manage to found this city on the Danish site which he didn't clear. He paid for that. So
All right, so the extra tribes people will be additional deterrents on his side. I'm spotting a spearman, and since we have a chariot as a strong unit on the other side, is that spearman coming from an event, or has he taken phalanx and he's ready to upgrade his warriors if he wishes to do so?
Still researching phalanx, so he's 4 turns away from phalanx. So that must have been an event spear, which is nice to see. Interesting.
He's going to need that.
Well. Yeah, must have spawned in the capital. But yeah, spear, very helpful. And yeah, 4 turns. He might be able to upgrade some warriors, but he will still need to chop some wood, which I guess is what these units here are doing. Excuse me. Yeah, spears would be good for sure.
I want to add one more thing to the equation. Well, not the equation, to something you guys mentioned earlier. You said that there are no ancient ruins left on the map. You are actually wrong. There is one left on the map.
Very good, very good. Where's that?
Leave where it is.
Oh,
If you look at bottom left.
yeah, that's gonna be hard to catch for sure. Yeah, I guess that's staying there till the end of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an exploration scout reward.
Although to be fair, Klass does have exploration, so it's possibly could get it. But I'm guessing he just is not going to bother. I don't know if he can see that. He should be able to see that. I would have thought
probably from his city border.
Yeah. Just the question of whether it's worth actually spending the time and scout orders to get down there. He's got his scout right up in business there, and
lost connection to server for me.
That is not ideal. Yes, I just got that too. Hopefully we'll reconnect.
Wait, we'll have to go through the menu?
It should also reconnect if it comes back up. But yeah, Kiriyama's just saying he's lost connection as well.
Most likely we'll have to redo the lobby. Happened to me multiple times. No need to redo it. It's actually up and running.
Still disconnected for me.
To answer Aaron in the conversation in the chat, yes, Koalas has 12 cities, while our wonderful Kiriyama has 6. And to make it even more fun, I don't know if you guys are back to watching. If you haven't reset to the server, I would recommend you rejoin.
Alright, yeah, okay, that doesn't look like it's come back up. Right, let's sort that out then. Bear with me a second.
I'll wait for you to log in before I finish.
Can we ask for a pause from our players? There is a silver lining, which is that I was able to, I just retried, join as an observer. So I will have my independent viewpoint and a few issues with stream delay, which was about 10 seconds or something like that. So not to worry so anyway.
Oh, just in the future, Discord does not have a stream delay, surprisingly. So if anything like that happens in the future.
Yeah, I'll
That's
believe it
the
when
way.
I see it, because delay is delay and internet is what it is. But
No,
yeah, if I have to have a shared viewpoint, it's better that I see what our viewers see as well. So that was my
that
point
is
there.
fair.
All
No,
right.
I agree with
But
you.
thanks
Trust
for the
me.
offer. That's
Well, we're back in
uh,
the game, so yeah,
We're back.
we're
Let's
on.
look at the
That's good.
top left where the Thracians are.
Oh, he's clearing that then.
More to the left. Yes, he is clearing those Thracians. The guy has a fetish for getting as many cities as possible. It is. We need to call a therapist for him at this point, just to see if he's okay.
Certainly,
Uh,
going out. I will see some unit upgrades down here. He's upgraded a spear and an axe there. I
I mean,
wonder.
if you're going to nab the Ishtar Gate, that's really the right moment to have this kind of fetishes. So no king shaming. I'm sure he will do good with it. Let's accept it.
Presumably, this
9.
this trader settler here is waiting for the Byreem to come out, so he could bridge the gap over here rather than having to slog all the way around. That makes a lot of sense, and that will give
But
him some more connection.
he does have a settler in the middle of the map that could reach, I would say, faster.
He possibly, yes. Well,
Yeah, if you click on him.
yeah. I mean,
Yep.
it's probably about the same. Well, yeah, slightly faster.
No,
The
it's gonna be
Byreem's
faster.
Byreem's got to come out and anchor as well. But oh, actually, he does have a Byreem out here already. I wonder if that was a
Fair.
free Byreem. I
Oh,
don't think he built that one.
oh,
That
did you rush
that
it?
is Klass's. I would guess that is a free one. Let's just have a quick look at military units produced. Wow, 27 military units produced. Why can I not see breakdown there? Oh, so I'm
You
looking at
don't
I don't
killed,
cover
that's
the
see.
why.
number, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking at military units killed. Hey, Klass has still not produced a single military unit. That's
He doesn't
wild.
need to.
Well, he's getting all the free units. So yeah, this Byron was a free unit. Yeah,
Amazing. Maybe a landmark or something.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I wish to emphasize that setting up a few bireams to go around the map super quickly will not only stabilize his logistics to this city, not that he's threatened by his opponent at the moment, but and accelerate his movement, so that he's still an excellent player on a continent map, or where you can shortcut the map with bireams and potentially catch your opponents unaware if if they would naturally position their army in front of your land border. It is a seed of a stronger play, and even if he got a free by Rim, I really like that he's investing in a second one to be able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, I think that Byron was started by the Grand Vizier back when he still had one, but I guess he's happy to have one. I don't see. Yeah, it does seem like a reasonable build, certainly.
All right, Grand Viziers are doing things in the games we are seeing.
Yeah, they've been quite impactful, certainly, in a lot of the games. Not this Grand Vizier didn't stick around for long, but yes. Let's see how. Oh, Omens of Your End. This is just the event with he had a grandson born. I don't know how to step clearly, but there's no prize pool or anything that would give a compelling reason for to attempt hacking. There is no prize pool. No. This is more just a friendly let's play some old world type tournament. I'm not sure what hacking would even happen and how that would work at this point, but yeah, no, there's no monetary reward for trying to cheat here.
Yeah, I assume thinking 42-man is thinking of stream sniping, looking at the commentary to have extra vision on what the opponent is doing, or even listening to the commentary to have some insight. On the other hand, well, first, some players will not be able to do that simply because we are speaking English, or the best approximation of English I can provide, and some of them don't speak English, so not everyone will be equal with stream sniping, and also if there are obvious use of information that shouldn't be available, we would step in. But this is a friendly competition. We have players of all level. We are not really worried about this kind of things. And I would say that if a noob player stream snipes scientific, they will probably still lose. So, or any of the veteran players, if you want to have to hack your way into winning multiplayer games, I don't think stream sniping beats training and actually playing multiplayer games to have experience, to know how to manage timer, to do all that. And the stream delay is enough to mess things up, especially when on a timer.
Did you
Although
just
there's no timer this game, it seems.
No,
did you just
indeed.
make a dig on scientific?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I made. Sorry, maybe my wording was off. I was just saying that I would fully expect our veteran player to still win, even if their opponents were cheating.
Oh, I misunderstood you completely. Yeah, if you're facing someone like Scientific, Fluffy Bunny, you, many of the other really good players, it doesn't matter if you stream snipe them. They're gonna pummel you to the face. If you are new to the game, they'll just see your weakness. They'll have the scouting to be able to just know what you're doing. And they're gonna be able to read every move you make. So
Looking at Kiriyama, still going mine heavy.
oh,
Loads of mines coming up everywhere here. Still
he's
working
rushing a
on
warrior
nets and
in his
pastures.
capital.
Wow, Rushing Warriors, interesting choice here.
We will take it. Hey,
Given
look,
that
he's doing something, and we appreciate it.
given
He's
that
been building a
Koala
few warriors
is not.
over the past few turns.
Yeah, he's slowly building up military. I'm just not quite sure on the logistics of rushing a warrior now. And Koala's not immediately threatening. He doesn't look like Kiriyama doesn't look like he has an immediate need
Oh.
for units. He's not trying to clear a camp. He has enough warriors here to clear this Ghoul camp if he wanted to. Oh, hang on a minute. There's something going on down
He
the
became
south down there.
similar.
So
Okay.
Kiriyama is pushing into the Scythian site in the south, which is interesting. Just with the one warrior.
Just FYI, the guy became similar in power.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just saying.
I mean, good for him. I mean, yeah. Klass has yet to build its first military unit, but yeah, he's managed to equalise with that, so that's good.
I'm just making a point. The guy is now similar in power.
You'll have to see it.
Okay.
It's,
And we take the win. Underdog team.
Yeah, military
will
score
flourish.
is he's definitely not falling too far behind. Which is it's
Interesting.
Klass has obviously had some great event luck, facilitated by the use of orders to explore ruins and clear camps. So it's not pure luck. It's just directed, but yeah, all those 3 units, huge difference.
Do you by any chance remember what kind of training he was giving to his heir?
Klass.
Not Klass.
Kiriyama was training a tactics student at one point.
Tactic?
Yeah, he's 17-year-old
became
now.
An orator.
Oh.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I assume he got trolled by the Rebel Phase event because Orator is exactly the opposite archetype from his leader, so his son doesn't like him too much. Yes. And that's how I would explain an Orator with tactics training as well. I was trying to scry the traits that he got. He's apparently bold. Yeah, that's not humble. Compassionate. And I'm not too sure about the last strength. That's +1 courage and +5% something.
The +5%
trait. Yes, I
is for melee. Google Translate, people. Guy use it.
Against melee would be brave, but
that's brave. Yes. So he got brave. I mean, Google Translate has been doing its job for me. Hey, when you're desperate, you do what you gotta do.
You do what you got to do, absolutely. I'm making a mini game for myself to try to guess by the tooltips what it is. So I'm playing my own quiz in my corner.
I love it. I love it. I love that. 2 turns until flanks are out for Kiriyama. I am so hoping that would be the turning point for him. He doesn't have the wood though. He doesn't have the iron though, and my dog is barking.
Well, I mean, Klass is starting to actually finally build military units now. But yeah, Kiriyama does have the opportunity, if he can get a few more units out and upgrade, to actually leapfrog in military power and start being threatening. You know, with a few spears out, he could actually contest. Klass, certainly. Klass has just teched aristocracy and has not picked up a law yet, but he's gone for trapping as his next tech. Imagine that mill drill will be very good for him to speed up all these unit builds. Klass is finally going for his first shrine. He's going to get that in his rider's seat to try and get a little bit of culture going, which he desperately needs if he wants to ever build a unique unit. Just assigned an ambassador, an orator, foolish righteous ambassador. It's giving him some family opinion. His family opinion is actually not looking very good for Klass. Kind of hovering just about in the positives mostly. His patrons are a little bit upset. But yeah, I
My
imagine...
boy Kiriyama, his family happiness is where it's at, baby. We take the win. Keep on going, keep on trucking. No matter what, Kiriyama team over here. To answer your question, thinking 42 man, I have a Google phone. We're not sponsored. We're not gonna do any of that. But because I have a Google phone, it has a camera feature where I can just use my camera to translate anything that is on the camera. So I've been using that slowly. I use it at work too, because I work with a lot of Spanish-speaking individuals who don't speak English. So that's how I know what I'm looking at.
So, Klass is still working on clearing the Thrussians up here. He has managed to get his ship anchored, so we will be able to boat that settler over once
Okay.
can actually clear the Thrussians, which looks like it's going to take
Is that
a couple of
anchoring
turns.
reaching? Or am I crazy?
It is. It should be reaching. I'm not quite sure why we're not seeing the full radius.
No,
I guess
it's
because he
not
doesn't
reaching.
have. No, it reaches to the it reaches to the skirmisher, but you will need to clear the skirmisher before we can get that. It's just we're not seeing the full radius because the ship doesn't have vision for some reason. Quite sure why. It should do.
I don't think he even his horses do not see that specific skirmisher. You take a look at the
Yeah. I don't know
hill
if
is
that
blocking
is
the view.
I don't know if that's a bug with observer mode or something, but yeah, he should see the tiles here because the vision range on the boat is, I believe, equal to the anchoring range.
It is indeed. So he would be able to disembark on that land tile if there wasn't a unit there and if he had visibility on it. But he will clear that out with his units when taking the city in short order, I'm sure.
Indeed. It will be another turn's delay, but he'll.
That middle settler would have been there on time. I'm just saying. Saying.
Where has that settler gone? It's just hanging out.
Kiriyama right here. Alright, that guy is gonna turn it around. He's more developed, except in food, because for some reason Koala has 244 food.
Has he actually got a steward governor yet?
Yes, because he has a steward governor right now, which is amazing. Who is a judge, so he can rush everything with gold, which is what he just did to get that rancher.
212 food a turn just out of his capital is something. He doesn't even have specialists on these nets. He could improve that considerably if he wanted to.
Yeah, trader, a gross trader seat plus Stewart of the Land is an amazing site, no doubt. Yeah, I wonder if he might be keeping some gold aside to do some more targeted rushing or more spread out rushing once Ishtar Gate completes. That's a bit of a longer term play, as Ishtar Gate is still 7 turns out. But I approve of the rancher and nabbing a religion. That would be good. Although, of course, there's always a little bit of a risk, especially when you're facing another Hatti who also starts with husbandry. But yeah, no religions founded so far. So I was taking a look at that, and while you keep commenting, I'll look at the shrines and acolyte situation as well.
I am very sure that he's gonna go with Judaism here. It's gonna take him a second to get there. That being said, I'm surprised that he didn't make any divination unit or any shrines. So that's very interesting to see for Class Koala. I'm thinking about it of why not? Why are you not
Well,
making any
See
Class
these
shrines that
Koala
are
these
very
just
strong?
he just made a shrine in Kanesh. He just completed a shrine of Tarun for some
Oh,
extra
I see.
training.
Oh, I see. There it is.
and possibly for the
But that's the
culture
only
as
one I
well.
see for now.
I imagine he
Yes.
wants to get the culture up in Kanesh. I see the Thracians are cooperating by moving next to each other, so he can route through them. That should help him a little bit.
All right, there it goes. He's gonna just route them and finish the job. He'll have 24 more orders to do stuff with. He only has 2 settlers and 1 worker doing stuff that can do stuff.
There we go. We see
Um,
the visibility on the Baru now. Yeah.
this
So
guy
over this
has
turn,
12 cities
that'll be
and
13.
5 workers.
That is wild. And his economy is doing so well as well. I mean, a lot of that stone is coming
Slavery.
from slavery, to be fair, plus his marble
Yeah, but
quarries.
I would say that's a good play. The thing with cities is that, of course, there's zero sum. When you are taking a city, you are also denying the spot or making it much harder for your opponent to get it. So you are solidifying your advantage. And maybe he's waiting just in case these cities will have more growth to pump workers. His capital is pumping them in 2 turns, and with overflow, that will be a bit less than that even soon enough. So. Yeah, he's in a very strong position still, even if his territory is not very developed. I think he's doing the right thing, getting a few spears, an extra chariot. He just completed another spear in Kanesh, so it will be very hard to move into. I disagree with the extra settler in Zalpuwa. I suspect the game is only letting him make settlers because there's this goal site in the backyard of Kiriyama that is unsettled, which might prove to be a bit of a time bomb. He's at peace with them at the moment, so he's not getting raided, Kiriyama. But that might not stay forever. He's a diplomat at the moment, and the days these guys are not at peace anymore, it's quite sure they will raid him because they are in range of 3 of his cities. So it might be worse. I understand the priority given on the Scythian sites in the south for his clearing, but a single wire there is not going to be very fast. He will probably have to actually move out, if not lose his warriors next turn, since there are 3 units there still.
Yeah, there's no way you can clear that with 1 unit, that's for sure.
Now that I'm looking at all of this, now that I'm seeing how the game is developing, I know that a good player, seeing all of this happening, and I'm not saying Kiriyama is not a good player, he's just very new. A player who knows what they're doing, they're gonna see all of this, and they're gonna see, oh wow, you have 12 cities, congratulations. None of them are developed. You have no urban tiles, nothing to show for. I'm just gonna kill your chariot. I'm just gonna kill your horse archer. And then after that, I'm gonna roll over you. Because, sure, you have all of these cities, but what do they really provide.
I'm telling you what they're doing. They are winning the game. If
Right
nothing
now,
up,
yes.
no, not right now. In 6 turns. In
In
six
6
turns,
turns,
when the
yes.
Ishtar gate completes, this is a double victory unless it's deactivated.
Oh, it is deactivated. We don't
It's
have
11
No.
more points for the cities getting to developing. 2 more points for getting the wonder completed. So if nothing happens, if there's not like over half the threshold in terms of victory point on the other side, or he takes a city or two or something like that, the game ends. It's an outright victory without fighting. If the Ishtar Gate completes with the cities that are already founded and all that. So I'm getting the feeling that Klass really knows what he's doing. He's going for slavery, which scales with his number of cities. He identified the best wonder when you have a huge number of undeveloped cities. And he's going for it. He's making units at the moment because he doesn't need really development so long as he can pay for the unit, and he definitely can with his resource banks. So we have to check if double victory is allowed.
It isn't. It
I
is
don't.
not.
It's
No.
not.
No, it is not. But still, it's
That's
a huge point advantage, and will put his opponent under pressure. He will also have the ability to rush and respond in every single one of his cities. He will have the training. He's working on his bank with a training boost at the moment to upgrade any units when he unlock tech. So his warriors will be able to become, at the very least, spearmen at the drop of a hat. So he's in a very strong position. And
this is. I don't mean to cut you off, but this is not about this specific game right now. This is more about
I'm
something I
sorry.
mentioned earlier in the past, very beginning of the game. I was talking to Fluffy. I was telling him, hey, I see this happening right in front of me. If I am in a game right now and I am in the position of Kiriyama, I would be scared. Okay? Like, I would be very terrified.
Or I would.
But then I'm looking at all of this. I'm looking at all, like how it looks like. A good player would have enough development to be able to counter all of this back. Because right now he's building all of these workers. Now, finally, he's still building a settler for some reason.
That's wild. We
Yeah,
really
that's
does
wild.
not need another
That's wild,
settler.
right? Like I'm seeing all of this right now. He's building a chariot, spearmen, axemen. A good, well knowledged player will see all of this and they're gonna think, okay, well, thank you for settling all of these cities for me. I'm just gonna take them. What are you gonna do about it? Exactly. Your horse chariot, your heavy chariot is all up the way to the north. Your your horse, whatever it's called, it's all up to the north. I can counter this. I can do more. And I wish Kiriyama had the experience he needs to be able to see this rapid expansion and see the weaknesses in it and do what he needs to do to finish the job. Because
Yes,
any good player
I get
could
what you mean now,
counter that
but he's precisely not doing that. He just unlocked spears, so we'll be
badly.
able to get spears, but he's already facing axes, so it will be very hard to move in. Even in the center, where he has a bulk of his
Yeah,
forces, his warriors are slightly ill positioned. They are not in territory, two of the three there, so they will have to move to upgrade. So
yeah,
if that
yeah.
was the plan, there's a bit of an order cost here, and well, at the moment he's generating fewer orders. He doesn't have the units to do that. So sure, you can maybe punish overexpansion, but you have to do that very early and to gear up, because
Yeah,
taking
agreed.
cities still take strength, right? Even if they are not defended. So, but yeah,
No,
indeed, I
we're
understand.
definitely in agreement here. I genuinely like looking at this match right now. I'm thinking, Kiriyama, once you have the experience, once you have the knowledge, once you know what you're doing, you're gonna see and you're gonna look at this, and you are not gonna be in this position. You are gonna be able to look at all of that, and you're gonna be able to punish it all. Like you have the capability to do that. Like right now, if we look at the south, where Kiriyama is trying to expand, He pulled back to the trees and he used his hero to heal. And he's taking 1 damage from each of those Scythian. That means he's healing 2 health per attack. But if he had the experience, if he had the knowledge, I know for a fact he wouldn't be making these mistakes. And that's what hurt to me the most. Because I see potential in the guy.
Of
It's
course.
just not there right now.
Yes, but that's the nature of the open tournament. We cannot really
Yeah.
blame our players or be disappointing when they have not yet got the experience to do that.
Yeah. Agreed.
What about early luck? Because early on you mentioned, and I wasn't following the game for the first hour maybe, but you mentioned a few free units. In particular
Oh yeah.
on Klass side, and obviously he still has his founder of the throne, which is a strong advantage. That's a besieger, steadfast leader as well. So even
Yeah.
if it's not a military archetype, very efficient to clear out tribes. He's getting the border boost now with his 15 cities and the Ishtar Gate and slavery, everything that scales with number of cities. So he's very deliberate, I feel, in what he's doing, and I think indeed there is a bit of a skill gap between our players. Even if, of course, everyone can improve always. I'm feeling a very strong plan from Klass. And Kiriyama might be already a little bit discouraged. I suspect by the situation of the game. He's probably only sending a hero, which is clearly not enough toward the Scythian side, because he's worried about aggression on the other side. The way he positioned his units in the center is very defensive. Preparing for upgrades, I assume, with spears, which will be great against the strongest unit of his opponents. But the time is past. His opponent has more than his strongest units. He has at least 3 axemen, so spearmen will not be able to do much. Spears are coming, and there's more in the work.
No, agreed. This is definitely Koala's game. Like, if I didn't care about match integrity, I would have sent a message to Kiriyama, hey buddy, please just call it right here. Don't waste your time. Let's just go to the second round in the loser bracket or in the lower bracket, and you're gonna come back strong. You're gonna learn from this. You're not gonna make the same mistakes. But we can't be doing that. We gotta respect that this is a tournament and this is his choice to continue. If I was in his position, go ahead, please.
Yeah. No, I just mean that I don't want to discourage player. I think there is a lot to be said about grit in this game, about staying in and playing it to the end, including and maybe particularly for players who are newer to the field and don't have much MP experience. Just seeing this pan out, the ability to hear our comments, where we should try to be providing some gentle feedback and constructive criticism. Although I'm not sure if Kiriyama is comfortable hearing commentary in English and can make the most out of it, but seeing the situation, how it evolves, there's stuff to be learned there as well. He made the most. He got a diplomat, undesired diplomat, as I understand. He was aiming for training on the throne. He still did something with that, got an alliance, managed to settle a spot without needing more military and all that. We'll see what he can do. I'm still interested to see how they react to circumstances they didn't expect. So to me at least, the game is still interesting. I trust it will be for some of our viewers, even if they are not top veterans. But Klass is showing some strong play, and Kiriyama is showing resilience at the very least for now. And well, I haven't followed all the matches, but is that the first game with Duplicate Nation as well that we have?
Yes,
Second.
I believe it is.
No, second.
Is it? Oh, which?
We had Assyria versus Assyria for Founder versus the Aran.
That's probably one to watch.
It is so good. It is a bloodbath. I recommend watching part 1. Part 2 is happening tomorrow at 2 a.m. for me, so I have to watch it after, when I'm not at work. But it has been a really wonderful match. Another wonderful match would have been Ninja versus Uro. That was a very good match. There is the match versus, oh, who are they? Not the names, but I'll get to it when I get to it. I really hope that was Kiriyama gets to watch the stream and learn a little bit on the point of constructive criticism. Kiriyama, if you're watching this, if you speak a little bit of English and you are understanding this, what you gotta work on, my friend, is remembering the way I view this game. I view it as a military game. This is not Civilization where you build up your empire and eventually make units. This is a game where you're gonna fight. This is a duel. Okay, you're gonna need to have a strong military. That's what you need to focus on. You're gonna think about your family choices. You're gonna try to prioritize rather than Patreons as your second city over there. I would have went traders rather than landowners over there. Some people will disagree. I would have went with riders and just put a shrine to get that horse and get that whole place up and running. There's a lot that you can do to make this game so difficult for Koala. And I want to see you in the future popping up. I want to see all the new players popping up, learning from this.
Yeah, I have to echo that. I'm not sure about the choice of families. I've not seen the early game and all that. But one thing for sure is that if you are discarding a family in multiplayer game, make sure you still have at least one military family. I understand if you're used to economical development, you might be looking at riders and thinking, hey, but you picked Hatti. That's your choice of military family, and Old World can be a Civ-like game, but that's single player. I don't know what Civ looks like in multiplayer, to be fair. So I don't know what that is. But a multiplayer duel is, I agree fully with you, a war game. It's about who can take the other out. And while there are some cases where you can just race to victory points, that's still something to be built on top of a strong military that can defend that play. So that's indeed something to be cognizant about. I would say just for deterrence in this situation, you should start upgrading your warriors in the center of the map to spears. If only to look stronger to your opponent and make them think whether it's true or not that you will be hard to push into, because you should identify the threat at the moment, even if you are still similar, and I don't know that that's the case, but I assume they are soon going to look weaker if that's not the case already.
It is already the case, yeah. He's been weaker for quite a while now, ever since Klass started building military units. Yeah, he only managed to equalise before Klass got any of his military units out. He's got axes, he's got spears, he's got a chariot out now. There's more coming. Yeah, I don't see it coming back. Possibly a mass upgrade to spears could equalise them to similar now. He has got quite a few warriors. Kiriyama does have the money. He could sell some food as well to get even more money. He could afford to upgrade at least 3, maybe 4 of these spears. Probably with a bit of wood chopping as well. That would help. That would definitely be helpful. We can see he's built a settler in his landowner city down here, but he does have nowhere to put that settler. So yeah, he's not unfortunately thought that through. It's pointless building a settler if you've got nowhere to put it. And I think both players have been slightly guilty in this case, but obviously Klass has had the military and the ability to expand enough to back that up, whereas Kiriyama's not been able to follow through quite so much. So yeah, that's just sitting there doing nothing now.
And Klass is starting to fully convert a few workers to improve his cities, but he's making officers as urban specialist in his military city, producing axemen, spearmen, a scattering of military units near his front line. I still disagree with the settler that's not completed in in Zalpua. We
I think
see
you just forgot about it.
I
I
think
think so
he's
too.
clearing this new Midian site on Kiriyama's side of the map.
Yeah, but he
Things
already
like
has
that
a
as
settler
well.
on the way for that one. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to harp on it too much. There's he made good use of a judge in his capital. Just rushed Elder Settler. He just started his stronghold in his capital, so we will be seeing unique units soon. The payout from the Ishtar Gate is 5 turns out now. He's getting a miner in Upsina, a salt miner, no less, and the salt is one of the resources that his families want, the riders in particular, so that will help hugely getting the right luxuries up for your families when you have this many cities, because that will be removing a negative 10 per city. As well as providing the luxury, so very deliberate, intentional play, the way I see it once again. So I'm sure he's still looking to learn some more from the game, and I don't have that much positive feedback. Maybe be a bit less or know where to stop with the settler, because the early play definitely worked out beautifully, but very strong play. I am amused that we have an exploration scout on the water in the southwest, where that ruin is, but the scout went in the completely different direction toward the west. So that ruin, isolated behind the mountain, might not stay until the end of the game. So I'll be keeping an eye on that if viewers are invested in the destiny of this ancient ruin.
Well, we have at least seen some spare upgrades from Kiriyama now, so he is working on his military. It's not been enough to equalise military strength, but yeah, he's working on that. He's rushed a slinger out here, and yeah, getting another warrior and a slinger coming out here. The hero has backed off a little bit, but the Scythians are now following him, so he's going to have to deal with that. Not quite sure what the thinking is behind keeping the military at Tawinia. It doesn't seem that defensively necessary. He could be bringing them down to help clear a site. I think that's what I would recommend Kiriyama will do at this point. He needs to actually clear a site and settle the city, put him in a better position rather than just clustering up in a city that Klass doesn't seem in any rush to attack. Klass is obviously very happy taking his time here, just expanding all over the map. Yeah, he is. Once he settles the city, Ishtar is going to give him another 15 points, which is obviously a huge margin, but it will still only put him at 30 out of 45 points, so he's still nowhere near a point victory, even with this much domination of the map, because I believe points to win are on high. No, points to win are normal, but yeah, it's only points and time enabled, not double. So, I mean, possibly Klass just hasn't clocked that double victory is not enabled and thinks he is about to win a double victory. Maybe this is why he's not going for the attack. But I think Klass at some point either needs to convert into actually going in and attacking, or he's just going to settle back and try and win on points, which he could do, but it will just take quite a while to actually achieve that.
To add more to that, one of the settings of the game right now is point to win is normal. The default setting for the tournament is high, so which will force you kind of a little bit to go for a military victory rather than a point victory, unless if you're playing something like Inland Sea Ultra Wide. Then yeah, you can justify going for a point victory. And I know that also tournament rules is that you are allowed to decide what the settings are, as long as both of players agree. But once you hit those upper brackets, most people will be like going for what the tournament settings are being for. So, like gotta practice those.
I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I think I would have expected, and I may be wrong about this, but I would have expected newer players to stick to tournament settings because they're not that familiar and they don't know what they like, so they're just going to stick with what's been recommended. Whereas I think a lot more of the advanced players have their own strong personal preferences about how they like to play their duels, and maybe are more likely to see deviation from that. But I mean, I think that's a fair point on the other hand, is that if you're practicing tournament settings games, then you are going to be keen on sticking to those settings because, you practice them, so it makes sense. Thing 42 man is recommending camel archers for Kiriyama, which is an interesting thought. It's not a unit we see very often. Does Kiriyama have access to camels? Are there any camels on the map?
Land consolidation is not a cheap tech.
This is true.
By any means. So I don't know if the what the kappa emoji means there, if it was intended as a joke, but it would be hard.
I am sure it's a joke.
Okay, I missed that, but I mean, they would have struggled against spears in any event, of course. So, Yes, there's not an awful lot to do. I mean, I'm not sure Polis is the right choice of tech here either. He could have taken navigation and serfdom. He we'll need some translation help there, but I did see navigation was one of the options.
Yeah, it's navigation, rhetoric, barracks, or whatever it's called.
No drill.
Polis.
Yeah.
I would have went for barracks myself.
Yeah, barracks definitely a strong option as well. Yeah.
Just sure the orders are low on the side, but just keep those military up and running. Sure, he can produce from 12 cities. That's great. I can produce units in 2-3 turns, while he takes him 8 turns, 9 turns.
14 cities now. It looks like he finally settled this one down here. A while ago, I haven't been keeping track, but he is up to 14 cities now.
Yeah, I all right. So now I have to say it again. I said I wouldn't harp on it, but there's another settler just started in the middle of the map. This is entirely too much now, Klass. I feel allowed to say that. And I agree with the economical development. It has to be said, is doubling the science protection as well. His economic development is awesome. Even if he was maybe a bit late with the workers, slavery is doing a lot of heavy lifting for now. We'll see if he can handle the opinions, which becomes harder and harder as you get more cities. I'm sure he will be able to find pearls to placate his traders somewhere. Salt is about to be up to help fix or maintain his riders' opinion. Most of his military units are riders, I think, so that should be correct. He still needs a bit more time to concentrate his forces, right, to get them all in one place if he wants to go for a push. He's apparently going for the center. I'm not sure I agree with that. He has 2 biremes. He could mount a sneak attack in the north. He could even walk his biremes a little bit once his core is empty of units.
I don't think he's even planning on attacking the centre. I think he's just completely focused on clearing sites. I imagine the heavy chariot and the horse archer in the middle here are coming down to clear this Numidian site.
Oh yes, correct. There are still cities on the board, and so the settlers, I assume.
Yeah,
you are correct. But
there's 3 tribal sites. There's the Numidian in the middle south. There's the Scythian, which Kiriyama has been trying and failing to clear, and there's the Gaul site right in Kiriyama's back line. So it's not very reasonable. I mean, it is possible that that Klass could settle the Scythian site. Frankly, I'm not sure where Kiriyama could stop him, but. Yeah, he could feasibly use these 2 settlers he's building. It seems completely unnecessary, but yeah, it's something.
I believe if he couldn't, the game wouldn't let him.
If
he manages to get 3 settlers at the moment for as many as there are sites free, the game wouldn't let him build settlers even if the spots are not actually settled yet. But yeah, this is a bit grim. He's going for battle line as well, so he's sure to shut down whatever he's facing. Spears are already not very great against axes, but against axes, but against maces they are irrelevant. And same for wires and axes. So still still holding strong on the military side, even if he hasn't moved in or actively gone from conquest. He's forcing warriors out of his opponent up to now. I'm guessing that Kiriyama is doesn't like buying units.
There it is.
We have a
There it
concede.
is.
GG. Yeah, fair enough. Well,
One more advice I have for like new players, and that's something Kiriyama a mistake that he did. When you're attacking something, like when he was attacking with a warrior down to kill these Scythians, never half-ass an attack. You either attack, like mount a really good attack, or you don't do it. Don't go one by one. Never go one by one. Just go for it. But other than that, congratulations, Koala. You that was a masterpiece. That was awesome to watch. I loved every moment of it. You did your job correctly. So congratulations on the win.
with the players here.
GG to both players indeed.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, yes, congratulations, Klass. That was a very impressive victory. It looks like Kiriyama has disconnected, so I'm not sure we're going to see the official surrender, but alright. But yeah, very impressive domination of the map, just completely expanded. Didn't really give Kiriyama a chance to play. So yeah.
He just needs to click the surrender button so we can see the stats.
He's reconnecting to surrender, and Koala has offered to join us for a bit of a post-game chat. We'll see if Kiriyama will be joining us as well.
That was a very impressive performance and a very impressive showing. That was very nicely done. And I just thank you everyone for watching, and actually listening to my rambling that made no sense. I really appreciate that moment.
Well, thank you very much for joining Nizar and nolegskitten as well. It's definitely helpful. Right, they're joining the Hang Gardens. Alright, let's join the Hang Gardens chat and see if we can talk to the players. Hello, Klass. You're on stream. Welcome. How are you doing?
Hi. Doing great. Thank you. It was a very fun game. One thing that I truly missed was a special mode that enables the music from the start. So, yeah.
You need
I
to
almost
both have
always
it.
keep this tag for the music.
You need to both of you have it for it to work. It can't be just one of you.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, always a reason
I'm gonna make it a requirement for my
research
games.
drama earlier. I don't know about that. Good lord.
Let's wait to see if Kiriyama can join, but Klass, a masterful game, very well played. I don't want to comment too much yet, but well, congratulations. That's your first win in the tournament. And I must say the game was very good looking. And at any rate, I commented upon that a little bit during the stream, but the rapid expansion plus slavery plus Ishtar Gate is at the very least a very strong combination. Very well done. I just wanted to ask, did you know from the start that double victory was off, which is the correct setting for the tournament? But you might have got a double victory if it
No.
just with the Ishtar.
I knew this. So I really like Ishtar Gate because I do not prioritize culture. I normally get culture in my cities through religion, and I usually get religion kind of late. So I needed Ishtar Gate to get my cities to develop in a level so that I can use various rush mechanics. That was the game. And I had one capital that was really good in terms of culture. So let me look. It had like 47 turns still strong, but it was the trader capital, so I could just send a bunch of luxuries there, which I had jade and salt. So Jade and Soul, this would be another like this would essentially double its culture output. So I would be able to build strong wonders in my city in when if I needed it, and the rest of my empire would have had development culture, and yeah,
The
this was
issue
enough for me.
The Ishtargate was absolutely a great play in this game for the event, the culture, the ability to rush everywhere, all of that, absolutely. But with double victory, it would have been an outright win on top. So I was just wondering about that. It's definitely the right play without double victory, no doubt. It was very strong. And you are clearing out one thing. I was sure you were going for the salt in Epsina to manage your riders' opinion at scale, because that's one of their favorite luxuries. Uh,
Sorry,
uh,
I didn't quite get what did you say? Could you repeat, please?
Every family has two favorite luxuries, and they get a
Yes,
small
yes.
opinion penalty for each city that doesn't for each city when they don't have it at family level. And I was assuming that you were prioritizing salt in the trader city in the north and getting the luxuries to help manage your opinions, because with your
This
fast
too.
expansion play, these luxury resources are double valuable. So when you have some in easy reach, let's say long consolidation resources are harder to get typically. That's a good thing to help manage your opinions at scale. But yeah, I think you're going for a second miner at the moment anyway. So well, at the end of the game, so you would have been able to do both. Boost your capital culture and placate the opinions from the riders.
Yeah, I had three sources of salt, so one to riders, one to capital, and one to I don't know, another family somewhere else, just in case, you know. Um yeah, I'm really curious. So you saw both me and Curious and we played the same nation in the mirrored map. So oh, can connect? I
Well, I was trying
think
to answer some of Kiriyama question. He was saying that he can connect, but I don't know if he's saying he can't connect to our voice chat or can't connect in the game to surrender.
Yeah,
I don't think he can
I
connect
think
to the
he's gone
game.
offline now
There's two
anyway.
votes left.
But
Um, I do have a question for you. So, to new players like Kiriyama, because it was clear that he's very new to the game, and full respect to the guy for joining the tournament as a new player. Um, what advice would you give to set players?
oh, it's kind of a tough one, but I would advise to delay settling the free city spot that you have. So you should use your initial units, and you can use your first warrior, by the way, to clear two barbarian sites. And normally, um, you don't have enough settlers to settle everywhere. So you should go and forward settle as much as you can, and then when essentially there are no nearby spots to settle, you go and settle the free spot. Because if you don't settle on a spot, and if you don't keep a warrior on the spot, within 10 turns, the barbarians will reemerge. So, yeah, in general, I'm very aggressive in terms of expansion, and yeah, I would recommend try to use your first warrior to clear two barbarian sites, and then you have essentially three places to settle, at least four cities in your game. So yeah, this would be my advice.
But yeah, that was a super impressive early expansion there. I've noted, I don't think you built your first unit until post turn 20. It was quite a long time. It was just, apart from settlers, settlers were the only thing you were building because you got that free warrior, I guess, from an event, and then another one from a ruin, and then that horse archer. They just kept stacking up, and you managed to absolutely out expand everywhere. It was glorious to see. Someone was querying about the lumber pile you ended up with. I assume you just did a huge amount of chopping with the orders, which yeah, you used 26 times. You bought orders in a 37 turn game, which is obviously huge, you know. And you managed to make up the legitimacy. I think you ended up with higher legitimacy than Kiriyama, even though he didn't spend any. So it was obviously paid off. It was very nice to see.
Thank you. Yeah, I really like to buy orders with Skimmer when I need, just one or two things to do, like extra to extra essentially two movements for settler, attack for warriors, stuff like that, and then I have leftover orders. And I like to play Hittites because they can utilize these leftover orders to chop wood. I also really like to play Skimmer with Rome, and this is the problem that Rome has. So as Hittites, you can essentially convert leftover orders or legitimacy into the economy, and as Romans, it's a lot harder. And this game, I was able to settle with traders, and as traders, their city was huge in terms of money, so they were giving me like 70% of my food, a big chunk of my gold. Looking at it, is like 30% of my gold, and a bunch of other extra resources. If your first city isn't traders, you might run into food shortages, and selling wood and buying food is a thing I do quite often.
Yeah, I love to see the steward of the land, governor in your capital there, generating just a ridiculous amount of food. That was a very nice pickup.
Thank you. Yeah, I was so excited when I saw it. And like one of the first things I do when I get steward of the land is to impart stewardship on somebody else. Like this is the trade that you can give to somebody, and I hate to lose this trade through random events. So yeah. It's always should be at least two people with steward of the land. One thing that I hated this game, by the way, can you see my screen? Are you still in the game as observer?
Yes, I'm still in the game.
Yeah, so look at my chancellor. So he's my second in line here. Look at his opinion about me.
Okay, so let's see. Chancellor, your son is upset.
He doesn't like you too much as a judge, but he steals two out of the land and Delver.
And you're Delver.
An interesting
that's
combination.
awkward.
That would have been an awesome leader.
Yeah, and awesome stats as well. Yeah, he's pretty cool, that chancellor.
Oh no, that is awkward.
And the Grand Vizier as well, the 7 charisma Grand Vizier in all your cities. That was wild.
Your on that.
Civics just went insane. I mean, it was pretty good anyway, but yeah, I think you were like 180 in there.
Yeah, I had to kill this Grand Vizier quite soon, but yeah, it was wonderful. And he was a diplomat, so I didn't quite check actually, but I believe my family opinions were quite good because essentially it was a diplomat governor in every city.
Let's have a look at the family opinion records. Yeah, I guess this turn 24 to 29 is when it was absolutely getting boosted.
How can I see it? By the way, I'm in the game. What should I press?
So the records button is F8. It's on the top bar. It looks like a graph.
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah,
and then right at the bottom you got family opinion.
So keeping in mind that I hadn't joined the commentary and the observing, I joined part of the game in, so I wasn't there around the Grand Vizier time. But if you have such an awesome charisma Grand Vizier, one thing to note, especially a diplomat helping with your opinions, is that you can use the civics they are generating to appoint governors every game. So if you wish to benefit from that output in your not as developed cities for the civics, for the opinion, but just pick and choose where you need a governor to be more intent with what you build. A high charisma Grand Vizier in particular allows you that. So it takes a little bit of patience if you need to take back control, and you might have to accept some builds you wouldn't have gone for in some cases. But high charisma Grand Vizier in particular give you a lot of flexibility in deciding where they apply the governorship exactly. Just one remark, because I've said that like 3 times on the stream, but the late settlers, I don't quite agree with so many settlers so late. The early expansion was awesome, and sure there were still sites on the map. So on one hand, it makes sense that you're just dedicating to recently freshly founded cities that do not weigh much into your production at this point, but so you can afford to have a settler ready in case there's an opportunity, but you were already winning the game at that point. So maybe an extra military unit or a worker to get the farm, the marble in Samoa would have had my preference. It's
Thank
to
you
know
for
when
thank
to
you for
stop.
the feedback.
Right.
Yeah, I have this tendency, like so. Let's take Namibians to the south of Samuha. They sent a tribal raid against me, and so I was like, okay, well, so there I will have to kill these units anyway. Their camp would be undefended, and camp is a camp, and city is a city, another place to produce units, and another order pump. So orders from paganism. I like this is one of the strategies that I play. I adopt divine rule and polytheism, which I used to spam shrines, any shrines, and as soon as I can, I switch to monotheism, and it's just another explosion. So every city gives me 2 extra orders per turn, and my schemer is, well, he's gonna die soon. So this was first thing I was thinking about, and second thing was cutting off Kirima expansion. So he had this Scythian outpost to the south of his empire, and yeah, I wanted to essentially cut him there. And I waited for battle line. So as soon as I had battle line, I would be improving my X-Men into Maceman. And the nice thing about battle line is that you can go for infantry square. And infantry square, it's 8 power unit. So yes,
Yes,
I
no,
was.
that was a very solid plan. I was just making a bit of side remark. I definitely agree about the Numidian side because you definitely already had it locked down, essentially. But you had a settler in the work in Dalpua. Once again, it's a very minor remark. One build in a weak city is not much of a waste, even if it was a waste. And having the opportunity to snatch or contest a site on the Scythian side might be well worth it. So, but it was just crazy that you just weren't stopping. So I just wanted to mention it. Not that it's a wrong play or a mistake in any sense of the word.
And kudos for grabbing that ancient ruin on the other side of the
Yes.
mountain for the scout right at the end there. We were kind of thinking that would never get explored, but you managed to pick it up.
Yeah, so like the reason I essentially built Scout in my capital is I wanted my cities to be connected. And the best way for them to be connected on the continent map is not to build roads. It's just to explore the sea as you're just connected through the sea and the rivers. And it just, yeah. Like if you check out the
Makes
map, most
sense.
of my cities right now are connected. And I need to build some roads, but actually not that much to connect rest of my empire, but really it's Alala and what? And Adana, which is a new cities, and Zalpu, which are not connected, so not that much. And there was an ancient ruin there, and so yeah, why not? And I was so
Yeah.
lucky because it was such a huge source of science, and yeah, I was able to use the science to shorten the time frame to get battle line, and yeah,
Yeah,
battle line.
I
It's a
wondered
really
what would
nice
happen.
character stat there, yeah.
What was the event? Because I saw Battleline jump from 8 turn to 4. Just as I was commenting that you clicked on it and were gearing up to convert and move in essentially to attack. I was assuming with your axes and the units that were slowly converging toward the center. Did you consider going up north? Because you had a pair of biremes, and you could have staged an attack going around. Is that something that crossed your mind, or did you judge it too risky since your opponent was staging his units in the center?
Yeah, so I use this trirome in between Sarisa and Tarsa to be able to ship my units quickly from capital to Tarsa through water. And I was about to switch, so I needed 2 extra miners in like Hupisna, Northwest Trader City, but rest of this I would start producing horse riders, chariots, stuff like this here very soon. But I was worried because he had his military very close to Kadesh, and B, so he had Danes with whom he had tribal alliance near Lusna, and there was a Birom in between Lusna and Parshunda. So like Lusna was a kind of well-connected city for him, and he had extra barbarian units. Sure, they're weak, but it's extra meat-backed. So like I was actually thinking about putting a Birom in Adriatic Sea to the south of Kadesh to do a surprise attack on Hatti, because in between Kadesh and Tavinia there's a bunch of forest, and it would take me a lot of orders to move. But if I had the Birom, I would be able to upgrade my units in Kadesh and move from Kadesh into Hatti very
Yeah,
quickly with
indeed,
Birom.
and you could get the Barim in one turn after the Ishtar get complete. So yeah, very
Yeah.
solid play. Those small seas, you are raising it right now, but in the middle of the map can allow such shortcuts, and you should really pay attention to it. So and indeed, strong scouting. So I think it's even more visible because your opponent didn't pick rider, so they only had a single scout, didn't make more, and of course, as you had a skimmer on the throne, you could position them wherever you liked. But yeah, still very good scouting, and the combination of the rapid expansion strategy, not too contested, even if, well, it was I think a fairy tale game for that, with a trader seat with food to get to crank settlers quickly and without having to buy any food. I have to assume I haven't seen the very early game, the extra free units to be able to clear easily. Your leader as well as steadfast and besieger, even as first skimmer is not a military archetype, the crits surely were good as well, with 9 wisdom and 37% crit at the moment. So that was a dream game for rapid expansion. But once again, congratulations for identifying it, going for the Ishtar Gate, going for slavery, going for the delayed border boost, which makes massive connectivity right now between your cities and land territory. That was very strongly coordinated. Uh, well, you just said that it is a usual strategy for you, but you made it work beautifully in this game. So well done.
Yes, very well played.
I
Congratulations
have a
again.
question.
All right, come on, one last question, then we need to wrap
I've
the
been
stream
waiting
up.
this whole time, guys.
Come
I
on,
didn't want to cut
Nizar.
anyone off. Why did you get rid of your Grand Vizier, and why did you not impart stewardship into them? Because that would have comboed with your whole nation.
So if you check out my food production, I have only 2 cities that actually produce food, Hupisna and Hapala, and rest of the empire is just incidental. I build pastures there only for like growth, not for food really. And I was actually selling food for cash when I needed to buy stone. I have ample stone production, but I needed more and more, and same for iron. But I I was planning to get rid of Vizier. I think I did it too soon, honestly. I should have waited. It was a mistake. I should have waited maybe a couple extra turns. Um, yeah, like one thing that I had is I was very short on civics most of my games. So at the end of my game, I had ample civics, more than enough, cool with them, and I had enough storage to rush units and do all the things I like. Before that, I had barely enough civics to adopt laws. And as a schemer, I like to do adoptions. They cost civics. Yeah, like one of the things that a lot of the players forget is that you get character yields from up to 4 heirs to the throne. And so I like to have at least 4 heirs to the throne for their civics output, for their character output, and as for like I can tutor them and get better rulers. And finally, I really like to send. So I normally tutor 2 of my heirs, and rest of my heirs they go on exploration missions for exploration events because yeah, I prefer to adopt exploration instead of epics. And again, here, like I adopt epics, but it's a rare thing for me to do. Most of the times, I adopt exploration for extra movement across rivers, and then it combos very nice with heirs who explore and get nice events from exploration. Because the best options for these events is when you have exploration all active.
Yeah, you
Indeed, and
can.
I just noticed that both I noticed independently, but not the pattern earlier, that both your first hairs, the first and second in line, are adopted, and that was absolutely intentional on your part, adopting hairs early on in the game to get the yields and be able to tutor and everything. But really
Actually, I
good.
have three heirs adopted. So my first, second, and third, I have only one kid of my own.
I'm not seeing adopted on Duke Merciless, so
And
probably he's not
and
a royal.
Nuhepa.
Is the fifth now with your the recent
Yeah,
kid. Yeah, yeah.
with grandkids, yeah. But so Labarnas, Tusurata, and Tanuhepa are adopted,
Yeah,
and
Terrapis and Mantis
Morsuli
and
is my own son. Yeah.
all right. Well, awesomely played. Yes, thank you for playing. Thank you, Kiriyama, as well for playing, and thank you, Nizar and nolegskitten for joining for commentary. It was an awesome game. The next game is going to be Mojo v Fiddlers in just over an hour's time. Are you going to be commenting that one, Nizar, or are you going to actually go
Yes.
to bed at some point?
No, 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm gonna be doing a practice match on my stream. And then the moment they're ready, we're gonna be up and running, and we're gonna commentate that whole thing. We're gonna host it. I'm gonna
Marvelous.
need a commentator if anyone is up for it. We're gonna go for it, guys.
I
All right.
feel
I am
scientific registered
excited.
to join you potentially for that commentary. So I'll be looking at as a
Okay.
spectator, or maybe doing a few things because then I will have there will be multiple games this evening as well, starting at 8 my time zone, so in
Yes.
about 6 hours with Gideas against Blash. And after that, Alcaraz versus Rincewind, Rincewind, the wizard. Um,
Yes.
and we'll
Yes.
have to see. I hope there's not too much overlap between the two, or that we don't have to cut one game short. Otherwise, I might need help because if I'm hosting one, I will not be able to join the other actually.
Yeah, well, lots of games going on. Yeah, so we've definitely had some great participation in the tournament so far, and it looks set to continue. So yes, tune in a couple of hours on Nizar's stream, Smoking Nizar on Twitch, and yeah, until then, I will sign off for now. But thank you everyone again, and yeah, till next time.
Bye bye.
Have a good
Guys,
day,
thank you
everyone.
so much for your advice, especially Fluffy Bunny in Discord, like about the settings and everything. And so, thank you for all the observers and commentators. You make this experience wonderful. Thank you to everybody.
Cheers all.
Have a good day, everyone.